Good evening, hello, and welcome to Bunkermania UK, where I, the Dekker Dane, are channeling Vincent Price for a quiz that is spooky, scary, creepy, and will make the hairs on the back of your head, legs, and chest, and all that stand up. But yes, it is the Halloween Quiz Smash special, which means all our questions are horror themed from the world of movies, TV, anime, and games. And it wouldn't be a Quiz Smash without a few friends to come along and have some fun. So why don't we start off by introducing the person who claimed the championship last time we were here. Why, he might be Matty tonight, or he may be Jonathan Frakes. Hello!
Hello, the Dekker Dane. I am indeed Jonathan Frakes. Welcome to Beyond Belief. What is the tallest man you've ever seen in your life?
I don't know.
The answer is always Jeremy.
But
also, as you are indeed being channeled by the late, great Vincent Price, I, the Jonathan Frakes meme, have possessed the body of Matty, the champion of Quiz Smash. And it is this point, he needs to let you know that he does not really know much of the horror genre, so he does not feel particularly comfortable about retaining his championship tonight.
Which means this might be a spectacular demise. Or what else?
It's false.
It's false.
What you're claiming is false. We made it up.
It could be true. Who knows? I'm Vincent Price. Don't you get smart with me, Frakes.
I have, I've worked with Patrick Stewart. Just so you know, I have worked with Patrick Stewart.
And I have worked with the Muppets.
So you both know what slices of ham look like, then?
Yes, we do.
Pure, unadulterated ham.
Yes, we do. Anyway, we will see if you survive this game of Quiz Smash very, very shortly. Let's bring on another member of the Bunkermania team, channeling Morticia from the Addams Family. We have Harriet. How are we doing?
I'm not too bad.
Are we trying the click thing? Let's try the click thing together.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da. 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 Da-da-da-da.
There we go.
Delightful. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm feeling absolutely wonderful tonight. This is a dream cosplay I've been meaning to do for a long time, and I'm so happy it's come together at last. I did do it a few years ago, but I didn't have a dress, so yeah.
Well, you do look lovely tonight. Thank you so much for donning a costume for this evening. It's absolutely delightful. So, you had a bit of a scare last night with the Man of Medan, and a number of us saw you brave the ghost halls of a boat.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Tonight, not so bad. Last night, yes, I did not have very good dreams. A lot of them involved walking down corridors and spooky corridors, so I'm just like, right, never playing that again with the lights off. But I really enjoyed it, and I'm very proud of myself of how good I did, because I am terrible when it comes to horror games, but it's amazing. I love horror aspect and the genre and the supernatural, but I cannot handle jump scares or horror, so I'm kind of like, you did good. So
well, I'm going into deep space for Dead Space on Monday on my channel. I'm sure I'm going to have a riveting time. Not really, but we'll give it a go anyway. Halloween is name of the game this evening. How are you good with your horror?
not too bad. I'm probably okay with some of the common horrors, but not the obscure ones. So depending on what subjects they are, I'm hoping I'll do okay. But as always, I just enjoy taking part, and whatever happens at the end, if I win, great. If I don't win, great.
Wonderful. Well, best of luck. Hopefully it won't be too frightening this evening. Toodaloo. Right, let's bring in a brand new player who has entered the realm of Quiz Smash for the very first time. It is Freya Burrito. How are you doing?
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello.
They needed someone, so they dragged me out from the streets. Squeak, squeak.
And
I'm
you're
here. I was promised free food.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I don't think we have any free food, but we can offer compliments because you have a lovely Wednesday on this evening. Please talk about your costume.
Well, yeah, I was heard that dressing up was optional, and I don't have anything truly scary except for the skin of an animal to wear, so...
So fiendish. So fiendish and so evil. I like it. Anyway, have you seen any of Quiz Match before? Have you seen the battle?
Yes,
How do you
I've seen a few.
How do you think you're going to do this evening with horror as the subject?
Well, I won a pub quiz last week that was Halloween themed, and I swept it. So it's the kind of thing where I'm like, I won't watch it or play it myself, but I know a lot of lore about horror stuff.
Nice. Deadly opponent.
I've seen a lot of information in my old cranium.
It's a dangerous combination for Matty. I bet he is shaking in his boots right now. I can see in the gallery he's looking quite terrified. We'll have to see how well he does against you this evening. Best of luck. We will see you very, very shortly. And finally, making a return to Quiz Smash, someone who has won but has never lost their championship. It is Charlotte. Hello. Welcome
Hello,
back.
darling. How are you?
I'm doing lovely. It's been a while.
I know, it has, hasn't it? I kind of fell off into the ether. But, yeah, I think I'm doing okay. Is my sound coming through okay?
Yes, it is coming through fine. Don't worry,
Good.
I will keep an eye on comments and so forth. But no, to me, you sound absolutely screamishly delightful. Delighted.
Thank you.
Yes, and it is one of your specialties as well, horror.
Yes, so I think most of it, so movies, lore, games, maybe not so much on the anime. I'm a little bit rusty on my anime, but I'm hoping I'm more of old school stuff. So if there's any new horror, I probably won't know it, but the old stuff, I think I'll be okay.
Good. And yes, you didn't win. You didn't lose your championship, so you have a claim to challenge Matty as well. I think everyone does today.
Ooh, yeah, come on, let there be blood.
How fiendish. How delightful. Best of luck to you this evening, Charlotte. Wonderful to have you here again. Let's bring everyone back into the arena. Let us. Oh, Jonathan Frakes is ready for a fight. This is not going to end well for him.
Just getting into practice. Also, Vincent, you said no free food for the poor urchin? What are you, some kind of Republican?
No, I'm just horrified.
Right. I've been gifted this. The Japanese gods have ascended down.
Oh, vodka. It's a vodka drink. Oh, delicious. Delicious indeed.
I have nice succulent Ribena.
How fiendish.
You.
Let us fade out the music here. It has been fairly terrifying, but we won't need the music for where we are going. Let's have a look quickly. Hello in the chat. Hello to Moffox. Hello to Filoni. Hello to the Board Baker. Hello to Stitcher, and to everyone else who is joining us, whether it be on Twitch, whether it be on YouTube. Let us know what you're getting up to this Halloween. We'd love to hear what your favorite films are, your favorite video games, your favorite traditions. We will have a look at that throughout the show. Right. I am ready for a very fiendish edition of Quiz Smash. Is everyone else ready?
Yay!
I'm always ready.
That's good. Because you need to keep your eyes peeled. Yes, this is Eyes Peeled. Contestants are going to see a pair of eyes on the screen. Identify who it is for 2 points, and where they are from for bonus point. There will be 3 points available per question. Nice and simple. Hopefully we get people on the board, and let's crack on with this terrifying set of eyes. Who is that? And I will quickly look. in the chat. Apparently, the Ghost Dimension has Moth Fox's Pepsi Max. We are not going to talk of Ghost Dimensions this evening, for we have left it. Thank God.
We will never forget it.
We will never forget. We will never forget it. But yes, I will keep those eyes on screen for a few more seconds, and then I will move, and we will start looking for some answers. Right, off they go. Right, Matty, you're defending champion. Kick us off.
Well, I pretty much think it is a certain Freddy Krueger, Dane.
Freddy Krueger, thank you very much. Harriet, what do you think?
I also put Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger as well. Charlotte?
Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, thank you very much. And Freya?
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger as well. Excellent stuff. You're all correct. It is, of course, Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street. So let's get some points quickly on the board. I'm just going to make sure everything on my spreadsheet is working. In horror, you need a good spreadsheet to work because it's just me otherwise. There we go. So point to point. That and that. Perfect. All off. Everyone's got points. Huzzah. Okay, your next set of eyes. Terrifying these. Who's this? I mean, it's only one eye, but quite intimidating.
One is enough.
Remember, you get the bonus point if you write down where they are from.
I know one person who should get this.
I will leave this on screen for a few more seconds. And they're gone. Banished into the ether. Let's go reverse. Freya, who is it?
It's Nemesis from Resident Evil 3.
We have a nemesis. Charlotte.
Nemesis, Resident Evil 3.
Resident Evil 3. Harriet.
Nemesis, Resident Evil 3.
And Stars.
Stars.
And Matty.
It's the Nemesis from Resident Evil 3.
Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. Oh, you are doing so well. Yes, it is Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. Look at him. He's chomping at the bit to get in there. Right, that is points all round. That's 3 points all round. Well done, everyone. This is lovely. Delightful. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put that there. Let's do that there. Right, let us move on to your next set of eyes. Who is this?
Oh.
Now it's starting to get tricky. They pierce through the soul. Full disclosure this evening, I'm not feeling 100%, but thankfully, having bad sinuses means I can do a better Vincent Price voice. It's delightful. But I am doing okay. I'll leave those on eyes on the screen for 3, 2, 1, and they're gone. Harriet, who is it?
I don't know the character's name, but I know the movie's from The Nun.
From The Nun. Okay. Matty?
I know that guy from anywhere. The deviousness, it's got to be Brent Spiner, so it's lore from Star Trek The Next Generation.
Okay.
What?
Freya.
So I don't know the name, so I've just put Nun, but I'm pretty sure it's from The Omen.
None from The Omen and Charlotte.
I put none from none, and then I put a nun.
Triple none. All the nuns. But you are correct. If you said The Nun, I'm giving you 3 points
Oh, okay.
because it is, of course, The Nun. I would have also accepted Thalak or The Crooked Man or The Nun 2 as well. So let's get those points on the board for you, lovely people. So that's points. Everyone except for Matty. Right. Estimation.
Oh.
Quiet contemplation this evening. leave this on for 3, 2, 1. Eyes away! And Charlotte, let's kick off with you.
I said it's Skeletor's mum from Skeletor the Wonder Years.
I've always loved my mother. She gives me milk for the bones.
There you
Harriet.
Sorry, time. I also put Skeletor from He-Man.
Skeletor from He-Man. I know he does a good, mean Skeletor, but will he break Jonathan Frakes for it?
Well, I mean, I have heard that Maddie is very, very good at doing Skeletor, though sometimes it does deviate and turn into Danhausen. However, I have also selected Skeletor, and I couldn't remember the show, I'm afraid, so I said the cartoon with the furry pants.
The cartoon with the furry pants. That's quite a spooky tale there, Matty.
Who's Maddie?
It's quite a spooky tale.
I'm actually Jonathan Frakes.
Okay,
You may have seen me in some shows Star Trek The Next Generation and Star Trek Picard and Beyond Belief.
I don't care, Freya.
So my initial thought was Skeletor, but then I remember that Skeletor doesn't actually have any pupils or like eyes. So I think it's someone from Dungeons and Dragons, the TV
Dungeons
show.
and Dragons. Ooh. A lot of Skeletor answers, even a brave Dungeons and Dragons, but no points for anyone. It is, if I can find their image on here, it is the Horned King from the Black Cauldron.
Oh, fucking
Oh.
the image was so grainy, or else I would have probably got it.
But yes, that terrifying foe from a Disney film that possibly traumatized kids.
Jonathan looks very shocked.
So Maddie just literally said, "You dumb fuck, you dumb fuck." That is his favorite Disney cartoon, and you got it wrong, and you said it was Skeletor. I mean, what are you, some kind of imbecile? But I'm just an actor, Maddie. I'm just an actor.
Fascinating.
Just an actor doing a job.
Just fascinating. Fascinating with your incompetence. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to these bright, sparkling eyes.
Oh.
Who is this fiendish person who looks like they want to love you? That's not a hint. Or maybe it is. Who knows? I think a lot of people have finished writing their answers down. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Freya, kick us off. Who do you think it is?
I'm pretty sure his name is Vlad, but he's the main character from Hotel Transylvania.
Thank you very much. Jonathan looks thrilled. Jonathan.
I just had some. Again, Maddie just told me to write this because I didn't personally have a clue. But he said to just tell you that it reminded him of his mom.
Terrific. Harriet.
You're trying to break me, and it's working. I had no clue. It looked not Pixar, but DreamWorks. So I put Megamind. I know it's not horror, but it's the first one that came to mind. I know.
I mean, Will Ferrell with that big blue head.
It's horrific enough. Yeah, I know.
It is indeed. Charlotte, who do you think it is?
I think Dracula from Hotel Transylvania.
There we go. And you and Freya are right to say that because it is. And let's get the image on screen. I don't have the image on screen. I don't have it here at all. But the answer I was looking for, just to confirm, your answer was Vlad or Dracula from Hotel Transylvania. I would have accepted any of the Hotel Transylvania ones. So that is points on the board there for Charlotte and Freya. Let's get those in. Perfect. Right. Who's this? In the chat, Mark Fox had just said in the previous answer, that is just terror, and it's a better answer than Matty's mum. Haunted eyes. Haunted eyes indeed. He's on screen for 3, 2, 1. Be gone! be gone. Right. Harriet, who do you think it is?
I forgot the name of the movie, but I'm sure it's Dracula again.
We have a Dracula. Charlotte.
So I think the name is Dracula. I've just put Leslie Nielsen because I know his face, and it's from Dead and Loving It.
Maddie.
I also went with Dracula and Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Yes, and Freya.
Okay, I said Leslie Nielsen as a joke, but now other people have said it. I'm just like, okay.
He doesn't see Maddie's butt. You know what? That's such a good answer. I'm going to give you 1 point for that.
I had no idea that he was in a Dracula film, but now I should probably.
But yes, I was looking for Leslie Nielsen as Dracula in Dracula Dead and Loving It. So I think that is 4 points for Matty and Charlotte. 2 points for. Let's make sure we get this correct. 1. 1.5, 1.5, and a 0.5.
I also want to know in record that I direct movies. I don't necessarily watch movies, so I have no idea. Have you ever watched the Thunderbirds movie? It was such a good show.
No.
The one from the 2000s one or the 90s?
Yeah, that one. The one that was so accurate to the TV show. I mean, personally, I never watched the TV show, but I was told it was accurate.
The one that I enjoyed, the Busted song, and nothing else.
Yeah, pretty much that.
That's the only thing that I remember from that movie, and we saw it in the cinema.
It told you everything in that one video. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Your next set of eyes. Let me find them on the screen. There they are. Who's this? Concentration in the game. How are we doing in the chat? How spooky are you feeling today? It is Hallows Eve. The midnight hour is close at hand. Let's go back to this button. There we go. I'm going to take this person's eyes off in 3, 2, 1. Be gone! Be gone! Matty.
I haven't got a sodding clue. So, Maddie told me to write this. So, Velf, if you want, you can go and attack him. Don't attack me. I'm just an actor. But he says to write this. Velf, too much sugar.
Yeah, you're dead. Well, Matty's dead.
Matty's dead. Not Jonathan Frakes. Jonathan Frakes
Not
is
me.
a treasure.
I'm just an actor.
We've got to protect Jonathan Frakes. We have to protect him.
Got to protect him at all costs.
Charlotte.
I can't remember the character's name, so I just put the emo Dracula from Helsing.
Emo Dracula from Helsing. Harriet.
Richard Roxburgh, I think his name was.
I went down the wrong foot. I thought that was Frankenstein, young Frankenstein. I thought that was Gene. I can't remember his surname, but that's what I thought.
Oh, there may be some realizations here. Freya.
I made a guess as well. I thought it was Alec Baldwin's character from Beetlejuice.
Alec Baldwin's character from Beetlejuice. There are some terrific answers, but I'm afraid all of you are wrong. I was looking for Gerard Butler as Dracula in Dracula 2000 or 2001.
Amazing.
Never seen it.
Oh my god.
It is a weird film. It also stars Johnny Lee Miller, Jerry Ryan, Nathan Fillion's in it. It's one of those things where a lot of the cool TV actors were doing something shit before they got famous.
Yeah.
And I saw this at the cinema, and I have this on Region 1 DVD.
Oh dear Lord!
I thought at the time it was wicked cool, and because I got Dracula 2000, I got to see it first before it came out in the UK as Dracula 2001.
You got that, and yet you don't have a copy of the Thunderbirds movie.
I mean,
because I, Vincent Price, appreciate shit art.
I mean, Vincent,
you don't have the Thunderbirds movie.
I mean, Vincent, you have been in a few shit films yourself, so you should know.
Oh,
sacrilege! Right. What else have we got? So there's no points for that one. Let me just make sure.
No.
That is a 0, 0, 0, 0. So I'll just make sure I know which ones we have not. We've done yet. We've done that one. Okay, we have 3 left in this round. Let's crack on with these beautiful eyes.
Oh,
I believe this is our first set of anime eyes. Careful pondering here. The eyes will be gone in 3, 2, 1. Be gone! And let us start off with Charlotte.
Hold on, I haven't finished writing yet.
Well,
Sorry. It's all right. It's not a real answer, so it's not going to get any points. I didn't know who it was, so I've just put it's Hideo Kojima eyeballing Konami.
I
I
mean,
forgot how to spell balling for a second. So.
Harriet.
I put D from Vampire Hunter D.
Okie dokie. Matty.
So I was going to do a joke answer and do D and then just write D again, but I very quickly wrote Vampire Hunter D because that's the actual answer.
Thank you. And Freya.
It is the D from Vampire Hunter D.
Yes. Everyone except Charlotte gets points. It is, of course, the beautiful Vampire Hunter D. I think, Harriet, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Dan Avidan should cosplay this.
I think he
Yeah,
should. Honestly, I was thinking if I get this answer wrong, I was getting out of the room because it's also one of my favorite movies as well. He should, but I don't think he ever would. But hey, you never know.
Has he even seen it?
It's
Yeah,
one of
he-
his favorite movies, I think.
I think he's talked
Oh,
about.
okay.
I think he's talked about Bloodlust on one of the. I think during one of the streams, like Sonic or something like that, and so forth.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, your penultimate set of eyes. Who's this?
Oh,
Oh, I've just realised I've shown you the full face.
yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh dear, never mind.
It's
Do we
fine,
get
don't worry.
points for a whole name?
If you can give me the whole name, you'll get
Oh, I
points.
can't get the
I will.
whole-
I
No,
will
I can't get
accept-
the whole name.
I
Oh
will
wait, no,
accept-
yes I can.
I will accept the first name. If you can give me their first name, I will accept points. I will give you points, is what I'm trying to
I
say.
can give what I think is the surname.
And yes, my folks,
Oh,
that
wait.
is a whole face. I'm going to take those eyes off the screen in 3, 2, 1. Be gone. Matty.
It wouldn't have helped me anyway because I couldn't remember her name. So I said that witch from Hocus Pocus.
That witch from Hocus Pocus. Freya.
It is Winifred Sanderson from Hocus Pocus, but the second one because
Okay.
she looks a lot older then.
Harriet.
I put Winnie because that's how I know her is from Hocus Pocus. I put in brackets 2 because I think that's the second one.
Yeah.
Okay. And Charlotte.
Winifred Sanderson, Hocus Pocus, and a little hat.
And a little hat.
Little hat.
Indeed. Yes, we were looking for Winifred Sanderson. So and Hocus Pocus or Hocus Pocus 2, I will accept the answers. So I think that's 1 point for Matty for just getting Hocus Pocus. And everyone else gets the full allotment of 3 points.
Woohoo!
Your last set of eyes. Who's this?
Now, if I definitely don't get this right.
If you don't get this right, the Disney passes will be revoked.
I'll take my little
No, I
karma
need
card
those for
away.
the summer.
Mickey Mouse will come by and he'll go, ha ha ha, repossession. And they'll be gone in 3, 2, 1. Eyes be gone. There we go. Right. We'll come to Harriet last. We'll make sure we'll check to make sure the Disney card is still valid. Charlotte.
Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes. Let's move on to Matty.
I've got this. I got Ed Skeleton.
Ed. Hello, my name is Ed. What's this? Freya?
I gave him the full title of Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes, and Harriet.
If I don't get this right, there you go.
Yes, I will take that. So basically, that is Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas.
I literally feel like a bloody idiot because I know it's Jack's skeleton, but for whatever reason, my brain told me it's Ed, but I knew it was Jack.
It's the remake, basically. Hello, fun Halloween in a fun Halloween town. Hi guys.
In the inevitable Disney sequel.
Nightmare Before Christmas 2. It's still not Christmas.
It's a shame I don't do impressions, so I can't.
Jack's brother Ed comes into town and is like, "Oh hey, Jack. Oh,
a few
what
answers on
haven't
that
you
last
called
one.
Mom?"
We had Ghost Rider.
Get out, my fox.
You leave
Macaulay
Macaulay Culkin
Culkin.
alone. He's had a hard life.
He's doing better.
He's doing way better now.
Doing good. He's doing good. He's doing good. Anyway, that brings us to the end of Eyes Peeled. We'll do a score check after the second round. I'm feeling scary, I'm feeling horrifying, and I feel the need to go shopping. Right, this is the classic Guess the Price game. Contestants will guess the price of an item available on the internet, and all these items are available today from eBay. The player who is closest without going over the actual price will earn 3 points, but points will still be available if you're under the price. So you'll get 2 if you're second closest, 1 if you're third closest. If you're furthest away, you will get nothing. And of course, these are all Halloween products. So let's dive in to some retro gaming. I think everyone wants to feel fashionable with horror icons. How would they like to feel like fashionable with this? It is a Friday the 13th NES t-shirt. And I'm going to read the description here. Beautiful, flawless, super unique, AOP all over print. LGN Toys, Nintendo Entertainment System, Friday the 13th, 1989. Destroy Jason if you can. Jason Voorhees men t-shirt with 2 embroidered patches in a men's size 2XL. That's XXL or double extra large if you need clarification. That is in brackets on my description here. Yes, so this is from the 1989 Atlas LGN Video Entertainment Game System. I don't think this is legitimate merchandise. I'm looking for the price in this in dollars, please.
Yeah.
The main selling point of this is the shirt has an embroidered patch on each sleeve. The right sleeve has a reflective 3M Jason Voorhees bloody mask. And the left sleeve has a patch of the original Friday the 13th movie poster. Wonderful. Just wonderful. There we go. I will keep that on screen for a few more minutes. Oh, not a few more minutes. That'll be too long. A few more seconds. We don't want to be here for all eternity. And let's get rid of that in 3, 2, 1, be gone. Champion, please start us off.
Short and to the point. I think it's $32.98.
$32.98. Charlotte.
I put $59.99.
$59.99. Harriet.
Because it doesn't look real, as you said, I went low with $15.
$15. And Freya.
I went incredibly high. I said $250 because I feel like it's the kind of thing that someone would be like, "Oh, it's totally legit. It's like one of a kind. Please give me money."
There we go. So if you can hold your prices up to the screen so I can easily set out points as soon as we're done. So you can be so trendy and fashionable with this t-shirt for the grand sum price of $101.98.
Whoa!
Damn.
Which means, Freya, I think you're over, so no points.
Very over, yes.
Charlotte, you are closest, so that's 3 points, followed by Matty, followed by Harriet.
I'll take that. Bloody hell. Jeez, I'm shocked.
I
by
knew it
that.
wouldn't be that low because that kind of thing is when people are like, "Oh yeah, that's one of a kind. I swear, it's totally legit, guys."
Well, Fox was very close, 130, but still over. And we also had $5 bison, which is very important. And that price is more scary than the shirt.
Yes.
It is. Hello, Oscar. Hope you're doing well.
Especially at the currency rate nowadays.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the sound was dropping.
Now, I found this item because I know one of us here really likes the real Ghostbusters, and I think I had this product
Who would
when
that
it was
be?
first out, and this was the real Ghostbusters plaster molding set.
Oh my god!
God.
No, I never had this. I really wanted this.
So this is an original real Ghostbusters plaster molding set. It's never used. However, one mold has been missing. Take that into consideration, if you will. But you could do things like Venkman, Egon, Slimer, and Stay Puffman as well. But yeah, I distinctly remember having this. I think maybe my brother had this one when it first came out.
I had similar plastic kits. I had like a Tots TV one. That was pretty fun. And I was like, painted it, and then I was like, why the fuck does it not look on the like it does on the box? This is ridiculous, and I got pissed off.
I'll just let you know, guys, I'm looking for the price in pounds, please.
Okay.
In sweet pounds.
No,
Let's
I
take
can't
that.
write the pound single. What the
Let's
fuck?
go. Harriet met Maurice LaMarche, voice of Egon, at MCM this past weekend.
Did you?
I did.
Hell yeah.
I was so
Was he
happy.
good?
He was very nice. Yes, yeah, very sweet.
He was wearing a Pinky and Brain presidential t-shirt for 24.
Oh, bless.
It was very. No, it was very sweet. It's just like I've always wanted to meet him because Egon's my favorite character, so it's just like. Ian saw me fangirl, so yes.
Right, we'll come to Harriet last on this one. Let's kick off with Freya.
I suppose £75.
£75 from Freya. Matty.
I was thinking this.
Oh no! Who is this stranger?
Oh,
37 minutes.
we'll round up the bets after the end. Sorry.
I was thinking the same as you, Freya, but because there's one missing, I went with £22.
£22. Charlotte, are you going higher or lower?
I went with $44.95.
£44.95. And Harriet,
I went with 45.
45.
Ooh.
Right, let's find out what it is. Please put your prices on screen so I can award points. The price for the Ghostbusters plaster set is... Someone's very close. $27.99.
Oh.
Which means everyone, apart from Matty, is over. So no points for Matty. 3 crisp points for you.
Oh, what's that? I hear the sound of that now being bought by Harriet.
Where's the phone? Give me that link after.
Right.
Also, everyone except for Maddie.
Okay, Jonathan. All right, Jonathan. Jonathan. Right, let's move on.
That name will haunt you all night.
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Let's move on
Also,
to
it
the
may
next
be
item.
the fact that I'm being possessed, but sometimes this voice goes into Adam West territory for some reason.
Let's move on to our next item. I mean, it's not Halloween without costumes, but why should humans have all the fun? Because dogs can join in as well. How about this?
Aww.
This is a Chucky dog costume.
I love that it's a Shiba
That's
as
so
well.
funny.
It says good dogs, but I don't think that dog has good intentions. I am looking for the price in this in pounds, please. He brings you love and stab.
It's having some kind of effect on Maddie's wife, who in the other room is literally belly aching laughing right now.
I mean,
right now.
Oscar's
It's
going, money.
this is my favorite time of year because it's just Instagram and Facebook dog costumes. I love
Yeah.
it. Love it.
I love seeing how creative costumes can be. It's so funny.
Yes.
Also, look how happy that dog
He's
is.
so adorable. He's just having the time of his life, but not in the way it should be.
Some would say terrifying. But anyway, let's put the good boy away for a second. Right, let's get some points on the board. Charlotte, let's start with you.
£36.
£36 from Charlotte. Harriet,
I put 40.
£40. Maddie,
35.
£35. And Freya,
20.
£20. Lots of good guesses and good answers, but the price is £8.79.
Oh,
You are all over. No points.
God.
No
No
points at
wonder
all.
that dog is so happy. He made a killing.
Oh, you
Oh.
But
about that's in a Chinese warehouse somewhere. And it smells like weed or something.
Let's move on to our next item. Now, obviously, Alien Romulus came out at cinemas this year. I haven't seen the film. I hear it's all right. It's not too bad. I think it's on Disney Plus very, very soon. But if you went to the cinema and you felt, hey, I kind of want to experience an alien as I'm eating my popcorn, then you might be interested in this Alien Romulus Xenomorph popcorn bucket.
I have
I-
questions.
I will explain this shortly.
I want it.
But yes, the description is get rid of that acid blood and have some lovely popcorn instead. I'd like this in pounds, please.
Sounds like a...
eBay, so...
And I know what you're all thinking. Where does the popcorn go? Why? In the head.
In the mouth. It's like the Dune sandworm anus. Their hands in.
Do you know what I would love? It's like you put the popcorn in at the top, and then you know the tongue. It just spouts out popcorn.
Brings out a single pop, yeah.
Harriet,
It just kind of
Harriet,
goes. Brr, 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 brr.
Harriet, what you've just described there is a Pez dispenser.
Yes.
Oh, there must be an alien Pez dispenser on eBay.
There must be. I'm sure
Has
there
to
is.
be.
We will search that and we'll search that later. Right. So we are looking for the price of a Xenomorph popcorn bucket. Jonathan Frakes.
Well, I just think it's £85.
£85. Freya.
I said 50.
£50. Charlotte, are you going higher or lower?
I went lower. I said 18 quid.
18 quid. Harriet.
I feel like I've overshot this, but because I know popcorn buckets are very unpopular at the moment. I went
Yeah.
180.
Because they're like limited editions, so they're
Yeah.
more like to be over.
180. Some very good guesses. Someone is close by £5. Are they on the right side of the thing? Our survey says no. £175.
Oh!
Can you keep your prices up on the board so I can have a look?
Oh.
I know, Harriet, you're over, so you will not be getting any points.
Yep.
Which I think, Matty, you're closest.
Yeah.
Frey, you are second closest, and Charlotte, you get 1 point there. Thank you very much.
Damn.
There we go. Right. Now, speaking of Disney, let's have something that's not truly terrifying, but I think is a lovely addition to any Halloween decorations. Let's go with this.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
Terrifying trick-or-treaters. This delightful double figurine is the perfect gift for any Disney fan. Seeing a mouse might make you jump, but two in costume will make you smile in this Jim Shore design. Mickey and Minnie do don some spooky suits for the sake of Halloween. Mickey's a vampire. Minnie is transforming into a candy-craving witch. Hand-painted. And I'd like this in pounds, please.
I love these. I don't own any. but
Yeah, I
would
love the
to own-
style of
I'd love to own like Beauty and the Beast or Little Mermaid ones of those. They're just
Yeah.
so nice.
There's a jewelers where I used to live where they used to have the whole collection in the window. So I used to like, have a look at them all the time.
Just to let you know in the chat, in the previous one, Wex Kokoro was close by £5 the other side. They said £170 for the popcorn bucket.
Oh,
That doesn't help.
Well, no, it doesn't. But the audience were close to that in that range.
That's true. I'm kind of glad that my theory was right in regards to like
Yeah.
popcorn buckets. So yeah.
I kind of underestimated how much people would upsell it for.
I have a Deadpool and Wolverine one out. I think of two of them just in case I need to ever sell one because I know how much they do go for.
Oh shit! I need a mortgage. Quick, let's just get them out.
I mean, I'm holding on to dear life to my Deadpool PS4 game because My word. Some people have been silly on eBay with that recently.
It's like people who keep their PS4s with the PT demo on because they know they
Yes.
or a million.
But it's not good because after the system update, it's gone. So
Yeah.
Right, Maddie, let's start. Oh, Jonathan, sorry. Jonathan Frakes.
I'm going to admit to something. I had £200, and then I remembered, holy shit, I remember how much they went for. So I changed that to a 500.
Whoa.
£500. It's a mega play. Freya, are you going to go higher or lower?
No, I'm going for 65 because I'm trying to remember how much the prices were when I used to see the collection, and that seemed to be the average price for that kind of statue. I could be wrong.
Charlotte, higher or lower?
I'm very close. I went 65.98.
65.98. And I think the only person who hasn't played is Harriet.
I went for 80 because same as Freya, but I think because it's a Halloween special and depending on when it was released, I just upped it a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, let's keep all your prices on the screen for me, please. You can get these wonderful figurines for the grand price of £59.90. And I think everyone is over on that one.
Yeah.
So no points. No points.
I just know about the aftermarket. I know how much they are when you see them in the jurors, but they like aftermarket.
Yeah, no, I know.
Right, let's move on to. We've got 3 more items in this round. Let's have some wall decorations. Now, if you want to truly scare someone about a TV, why not have this on your wall? It is the Ring
That's cool.
wall adhesive. It's a fantastic, scary Halloween party decoration. This is the girl from The Ring inspired creepy large adhesive wall decorations. It's measured by 70 centimeters by 80 centimeters. And I'd like that in pounds, please.
Okay, I bet that doesn't look half as good when it's actually put up because that
I was
photo
gonna
has
say.
been edited to shit.
In the chat, the last item, Oscar was 10 pence out.
Oh!
They came in at £60.
Damn.
But there's no prizes for going over, I'm afraid. Those are the rules set by the ghost of Bruce Forsyth. Good game, good game, good game. Don't you dare go over, or I'll frown at you.
I've got a secret. You're my favorite.
It really is a shame that I don't do impressions. Otherwise, I'll be joining you in the Bruce Forsyth.
Right. So, how much to have the girl from an inspired creepy girl from The Ring on your wall? This is not official Ring merchandise, clearly.
Yeah.
From the US or Japan. Someone just went, I'll give them scary eyes. That'll be fine. Fine. Big TV. Fine. Why not? Harriet, let's start off with you. Give us an opening bid.
I put 40.
£40. Charlotte, are we going higher or lower?
I put $5.99.
$5.99. Sensing shitness there. Jonathan Frakes.
I mean, it is shit, but there's also some really unscrupulous people out there. So I've split the difference, and I've gone with £19.
£19 and your
And your underwear.
Underwear.
I mean, if it's scary enough, it will claim it.
Is it clean? Or is it
And Freya.
I said $15.99.
$15.99. Keep your prices on screen for me, please. As I reveal the price, I am looking for the Ring wall adhesive. I'm looking for the grand price of $11.99, which I think means everyone is over apart from Charlotte. Charlotte gets 3 whole points.
I can spot crap a mile off.
Let's see if those senses continue with our next item, and this comes from the world of Silent Hill, allegedly.
Oh.
How about this? How about some Silent Hill makeup?
Yes.
Oh, I need.
This is by Vampire Cosmetics. I am looking for this in dollars, please.
I wonder how legit that is. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm looking at the label.
Look at the QR code. See what it says.
I don't have my phone. I'm not going to look.
I'm
In
a
dollars,
good boy.
did you
I'm not
say?
allowed.
In dollars, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have much more on this item. All I know it is makeup to bubblehead nurse palette. So it's in the shape of the nurse.
Yeah.
Why?
Yes, the nurse.
Why? I don't know.
Silent Hill.
No, Silent Hill. Well, fine, whatever. Anyway. Right, let's get some prices on the board. Jonathan Frakes.
I changed that pound sign and turned it into a dollar sign. Then I added 99 cents.
19.99. Harriet, are we going higher or lower?
I put 38. Forgot to put the dollar sign. Sorry.
38. Okay, $38. Charlotte, are we going higher or lower?
I went with $24.
$24. And Freya, higher or lower than that?
25.
25. Right, keep your prices up on the board because you can enjoy your Silent Hill makeup for the grand price of $83.99.
Whoa.
Oh, I don't like it that much.
No, same. I'm good.
Right, can I just see your things on screen so I can award points?
Oh,
I think the
sorry. It said 24.
closest I think is Harriet.
Yeah.
Just let me get that in first. So Harriet, then we have 24. So I think the next one after that is Freya, and then the next one after that is Charlotte. No points for Matty.
That's interesting because
Jonathan, sorry.
I googled the Silent Hill nurse head cosmetics.
Oh.
And it's going for $32.98 on the website. So whoever's put that up on eBay is like, yes.
It must be a promotional thing.
I'm American, and for that comment, I say support the NHS.
Yeah, it is official.
Yes.
It's in the official Konami shop. So yeah, only $32.99 on the Konami shop. So
someone's been cheeky.
That up on eBay. Yeah.
Right. Now, this is all about Halloween. I know you want to feel like you're a millionaire with Michael Myers in your pocket. Then how about this? A $1 million bill with Michael Myers. The front of the bill pictures Michael Myers. The following is also printed on the front. This bill is a commemorative note to recognize Michael Myers from the movie Halloween, all in capital words. Michael Myers. Michael Myers is a fictional character from the Halloween series of slasher films. He first appears in 1978 in John Carpenter's Halloween as a young boy who murders his elder sister, Judith Myers. 15 years later, he returns to Haddonfield to begin murders once more. The back of the bill pictures Michael Myers with "There's no such thing as the Boogie Mam." So that's man spelled M-A-M in the description, not on the note clearly, at various stages of his career. So I think that is the Rob Zombie one. I think there's the David Gordon, basically all sorts of different things of Michael Myers. But if you've ever wanted a wonderful $1 million note.
I love the fact they have to put not legal tender.
Yeah, I've just noticed that as well.
Well, wouldn't you go to the bank of Michael Myers S to get your own $1 million bill? So I hope these prices are respectable to the bill's quality. And we're going to start off with a horrified Freya.
I didn't actually write anything down, but I think that should be like 99p or some shit because that's rubbish.
So we're going 99 pence.
Yeah.
Okay, 99 pence. Matty,
what the fuck is that?
Let me just
Jonathan,
let me just say that looks tacky. It looks awful. It looks hideous. But we have been burnt many, many times. Like, is it fact or is it fiction? Is it more than meets the eye, Dane? That's what's important here. So I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that it's not 1 million, so 100, because there's going to be some sad guy that's marked that up.
So we've gone from under $1 to $100. Charlotte, are you going to be anywhere on either side of those or somewhere in between? 1 million.
$1 million.
$1 million.
I mean, it says it right there. So.
I mean, just a quick look. Freya is just trying to process this. Harriet. $10.
My God.
Who the fuck thought he was?
Some very, very strong answers. Freya,
you might win.
I think you'll find that she has.
We might have a chance.
$1.99.
Oh my god, I'm actually very happy for you.
The UK novelty dollar shop. What the actual fuck? Jesus.
I can't. I'm trying not to cry. I've got not waterproof mascara on, so don't.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh. Right. We have one more item. One more item. And I think it's a fairly cool item. This is a Saw puppet jigsaw display.
Okay.
And I like this in... Oh, I do not have the price here at all. But 2 seconds.
Oh.
I will write your numbers down. Write your numbers down, and I will advise where we're going. Where we're going in a few moments. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Please hold caller. Your thing is important to us. I'd like this in dollars, please.
Oh, okay.
Dollars. So this is, I think this is a display box with an actual kind of puppet face in there. So it gives a nice 3D effect. Saw logos slapped on left, right. There is also one with Tobin Bell's face, which looks like during Saw 3 when he was being operated on, and that's not pretty at all. So I picked the nice one. And it's and if you want to feel slightly old, the first Saw film came out 20 years ago this year.
I think it was yesterday. I read that. I was like, oh.
I saw it at the cinema. I have a fondness for Saw. I like the fact that it tried to build a universe, and sometimes it was too stupid for its own good.
Cinematic universe.
I will watch one day when I'm not as terrified to watch it. So
The first one was good. The first one
is very good.
Had very Seven vibes, but then the rest just went.
And then they kind of went, we want to build him a legend. We want to build the legend of Jigsaw. This is what he was after Saw. This is what he was after Saw 2. This is what he was way before Saw 1.
Saw, the preschool years.
Saw, just going to college.
I feel like the first Saw movie would have been a lot shorter if the guy just learned how to dislocate his ankles. There wouldn't have been any cutting of limbs.
Yeah, Kerry Ells. Robin Hood that speaks with a British accent. Let's get some... I love Men in Tights as well. Robin and Men in Tights. Let's crack on. Charlotte, open the bid for us, please.
I've gone with $89.
$89. Harriet, are you going higher or lower?
I think I overshot this, so $600.
Whoa!
$100. Matty. Jonathan Frakes, sorry. It says Jonathan Frakes on your... It doesn't say it on your screen, so I'm going to say what's on your screen. Matt.
200.
200. And Freya.
I went with $40.
$40. Keep your prices up for this last item. You can have this Saw display for the grand total price of $198. Which means, can you keep prices up, please? Let's see who
sorry.
So, Harriet, you're over.
Yep.
Matty, you are over. So, Charlotte, you are the closest. That's 3 points to you. And Mel, you are second closest. 2 points to you. And that is The Price is Right for fans. Did you really enjoy shopping?
I'm now broke, so yes.
Great.
It's going to go on all of those links. Oh, I want those Ghostbusters.
Ah.
I mean,
So,
Hate the one stream.
let us have a score update. Right, there are two battles going on. The battle for last place, the battle for first place. By very small margins. Fascinating. So, in last place, the grand total of 21 is Jonathan's place.
I'm a winner in everybody's hearts.
Following up with 2 points after that, Harriet with 23 points. 1 point separates first from second. In second place with 31 points is Freya. And coming back to reclaim the crown, it's Charlotte with 32 points, ahead by 1. But anything is possible in this game. Right, let us track on with a round. This is a round I introduced at KillerCon this year, but now it comes to the stream. Let's go to the danger zone. This is Danger Zone. This is going to be Danger Zone. This is going to be exciting. So it's so exciting that I'm going to have to change the layout of the screen because I have to bring in extra sources. So it's going to be quite exciting. So in Danger Zone, you are going to see a category with 12 answers. All you need to do is find the right answers. Starting with the player of the lowest points, that's Jonathan Frakes, you'll control the board. Pick an answer. If it's correct, you'll get a point. You will then decide whether you want to bank your points or play on. If you play on and get a wrong answer, you will lose the points you have gained so far. If you bank or get a wrong answer, we move on to the next player in the standings. The board will be complete when either all correct or incorrect answers have been found. Across all 3 boards, we start with a high number of correct answers, and as we go through the 3 boards, they are going to reduce. So 7 aren't correct answers in the first board, 6 in the second, 5 in the third. Right, so this is all new exciting. So let's see how this goes. So let's go to this screen first. Everyone's over there. And that's nice. I like that. People can see on screen. Awesome. Right. So let us bring up the Danger Zone screen. There it is. The powers of technology. It's exciting. So Matty, I believe you are in last. Oh no, Jonathan, you're in last place. So you get to kick us off with this board, and this board is going to be actors who have appeared in a Scream movie. Oh. Now, I need to get my pen and paper ready. So I think the order of play for this round, or for this board at the moment, will be Matty, Harriet, Mel, Charlotte. So, Matty, please kick us off.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Is Drew Barrymore a correct answer in the world of Scream? So basically, if it's a correct answer, you're going to see the movie poster. If it's wrong, you're going to see Ghostface. Is Drew Barrymore an answer? Yes, she is. There we go. Matty, you have 1 point. Would you like to bank or play on?
Play on.
Your next name, please.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar. Famous for Buffy. Was she in a Scream movie? Yes. Scream 2. You're at 2 points. Would you like to bank or play on?
Play on.
Okay. There are 5 correct answers on the board.
Alison Brie.
Alison Brie. Soon to be Evil Lynn in the live action, not Transformers, He-Man Masters of the Universe.
Oh.
I'm curious about that, and that'll be good. So, Alison Brie. Are they in a Scream movie? Yes, they are. Scream 4. She was Sydney's publicist.
Oh.
3 points. 4 answers on board.
I will bank, sir.
You will bank. 3 points banked. Harriet, we're on to you.
God.
Yeah, I got all the easy shit ones.
Yeah, I've watched them all and I can't remember. My brain's gone blank. Oh, God. I'm gonna go with Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon, best known for Legally Blonde. Is she in a Scream movie? No. It's a Ghostface. So no points for Harry on that one. Mel, we're on to you.
I am going to say Patrick Warburton. I feel like he was a bit character in one of them at some point.
Patrick Warburton, best known for being Joe Swanson in Family Guy or Kronk. I think a lot of people love him from Kronk. So, Patrick Warburton, is he in a Scream movie? Yes. Scream 3, he's a bodyguard to Parker Posey. He gets stabbed in the back and hit with a frying pan for comedic death effect. So, Mel, Freya, that's a point for you. Would you like to play on or bank?
I will bank for now, I think.
Bank, so that's 1 point bank. Charlotte, you're leading. Over to you.
Yeah, I've watched the first Scream, and that's it.
So we have 3 correct answers still on the board.
Okay, I've watched a lot of kill counts, so I'm going to have just a guess and go with Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett. He was in Trap this year, which I hear was okay. I haven't seen it yet. It's like, it has a nice premise. I like the idea of the premise for Trap. But did Josh Hartnett, before he made it big, did he appear in a Scream movie? No.
No.
No. I think in terms of horror, I think he might actually be in a Halloween film. I think he's in Halloween.
Maybe that's where I'm thinking of.
I think he was in Halloween H2O.
Yeah. Halloween.
Might be that then.
Yes.
Oh well.
Yes. The board is back to Matty.
I'm going to, and I know I've broken character, but I'm really concentrating here.
The possession. He's having a break.
Yeah, the possession's going to have a.
Jonathan will come back. Don't worry. I'm actually going to go out on a limb here and say Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr. Married to Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Mhm.
Fred in Scooby-Doo. But did he cut his teeth in the world? Let me find him on the screen. Did he play in the world of Scream? No.
No.
But he was in, I think, I still know what you... No,
I know what you did last
summer.
summer, which is why I was thinking I'd have a go at seeing if he was at least in a Scream off the back of it.
So,
And Scooby-Doo.
and
And
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
That's a horror. Kinda. Kitty one.
So we move over to Harriet. Harriet, you have... The board's in your favour. You've got 3 correct answers still on the board.
I'm going to go with Luke Wilson.
Luke Wilson, brother of Owen.
Wow.
Wow. Luke, did you go and get spooky and scream? Yes, he did. He appears as the fake Skeet Ulrich character in the movie based on Scream in Scream 2. Corey Spelling.
I think, I remember that now.
So, Harriet, we have 2 correct answers still on the board and 2 incorrect answers. Would you like to bank or play on?
I'm banking.
Banking. Freya, over to you.
I'm going to say Kieran Culkin.
Kieran Culkin. Popular, I believe, for Succession. But did Kieran appear in a Scream movie? No.
No.
But a Culkin has appeared in a Scream movie. Rory Culkin appears in Scream 4 as the Randy Meeks horror geek guy. We are back over to Charlotte. There is 1 incorrect answer. So if you do find the incorrect answer, the board is going to end.
I'm gonna pick just because I love him and everything he does. I'm gonna say Lance Henriksen.
Lance Henriksen has an storied sci-fi horror career. Aliens. What else is there as well? He's also done Aliens vs Predator, and also what else? Terminator as well. But did Lance Henriksen turn up in a Scream movie? Yes, he did. He is a movie studio owner in Scream 3, trying to make Stab 3. 1 answer left on the board.
I'm going to bank.
You're going to bank.
that was my lucky shot, and I did it.
Maddie, no, Jonathan, Maddie, whoever you are right now, you have a 50-50 chance now of getting the final point and taking a total up to 5 points for this board.
So let's think about this rationally. Timothy Oliphant's done a lot of stuff before he was truly famous. David Schwimmer, we've had so many cameos in Scream movies, and you'd think David Schwimmer, he wouldn't be in one of these, but we've had all kinds. We've had Jay and Silent Bob in one of these. But that being said, Timothy Oliphant is quite a young chap, and they do like having relatively young people be cannon fodder in these films. So I'm going to go with Timothy Oliphant.
Timothy Oliphant to end this board with 5 points. Yes. Scream 2 plays Mickey, part of Sydney's film school class. And yes, the last answer that was incorrect was David Schwimmer. They mention him, but he has never appeared in a Scream movie. So that is quite a number of points. Let us quickly go back to the Danger Zone screen while I get the points updated, and then we play the next round. Danger Zone. So everyone got 1 point apart from Matty. Okay, Harriet, you are in control of this next board, because you are now currently in last place with 24 points. And your next board is going to be this. There were 6 correct answers, 6 wrong answers on the board. I'm looking for Treehouse of Horror Stories in The Simpsons.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I can't wait for my turn.
Freya's ready to pounce.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna go with Citizen Kang.
Citizen Kang. Now, if it's correct, you are going to see a still from the episode. If it's wrong, it's Homer going dough. So, Citizen Kang. Let me find you on the board. There you are. Citizen Kang, are you a Treehouse of Horror Story? Yes, you are. That's 1 point. Bank or continue?
I'm gonna continue with Night of the Dolphin.
Night of the Dolphin. Dolphins are so nice. How can they be so mean? Night of the Dolphin, is that an answer? Yes, it is. Arr, I'm the sea captain. Arr. That's 2 points on the board. Harriet, would you like to bank or play on?
I'm gonna play on. Deftome.
Deftome. Any idea what Deftome could be?
I think it's the Death Note episode that they did, which was one of the best in a long time.
Yeah.
So, Deftome, is it Halloween of Horror? Or is it Treehouse of Horror, not Halloween of Horror? It's both scary. Yes, of course it is. Half the answers have been found on this board.
I'm going to continue.
Oh. How dare.
I'm going to go with the Island of Dr. Riviera.
The Island of Dr. Riviera. Hey, everybody. It's Dr. Nick. Everyone say hi to Dr. Nick.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hi, Dr. Nick. Hello, everybody. Am I an episode in The Simpsons? No.
That is a trick one because it's not Dr. Riviera, it's Dr. Hibbert.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Freya saw through that. Freya definitely saw through
I was like, wait a minute.
that. So we are back to, I believe, Matty.
Straight away with the Raven.
The Raven.
Nevermore.
Nevermore.
Nevermore,
Nevermore.
nevermore.
Nevermore. Is it a Simpsons Halloween story? Of course it is. Now I think 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one more on the board.
One more.
Right.
Yeah, there are 6 correct answers on this board.
So there's 2 more then. So we found 4.
Oh yeah, 4. Sorry, my bad. The cold is affecting my brain. So you can bank.
No, I'm going to continue. Because I see quite a load of trick ones there that made it feel like they're Treehouse of Horrors, but I know they happened in actual canon episodes.
Yeah.
Like worst collector ever. So I'm going to go with the one that stands out the most, and I'm going to go with Homer 3.
Homer 3, Homer cubed. Either way, is that a Treehouse of Horror story? It is.
Yeah, because I remember the CGI part of it.
One
Now,
more answer on the board. This is where it gets tricky. I think all the well-known ones have been found.
I'm going to bank.
You were banking. 2 points. And we move over to Mel, I believe. Yes.
Yeah. So annoyingly, those guys have got the ones that I knew straight away, unfortunately. So now we're going to the ones that are going to be guesses. So I'm going to guess the Bouvier Wives.
The Bouvier Wives. Is that an episode, or mini-story actually, on The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror? Danger Zone says... No! No. I made that one up. Charlotte, over to you.
Literally all of the ones that I know have gone. So...
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, how dare you, Harriet? Oh my god.
I think I can see a couple that I think are like, I know that that's not right because I think it's referencing another thing. So I'm just going to pick. And I'm going to go with Heaven Swipes Right.
Heaven Swipes Right. Any idea what you think the story could be on that one?
some kind of Tinder, zombie Tinder, angel Tinder, ghost Tinder.
So, Heaven swipes right. Is it a Treehouse of Horror story? And the last answer on the board? Yes. So, the story about this is one of the newer ones. The story about this one, Homer dies and gets into like a quantum leap situation, and he kind of he's like transfers his soul into like the soul of like an American football player per se. So it's very quantum leapish per se.
Okay.
But yes, the others are ones that I have all made up.
I'd love to see Midsommar. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was thinking of recent horror films or horror on easy films that would have struck with audiences. Midsommar is definitely not a correct answer. I kind of went at least with the Two Brains based on The Man with Two Brains, which I think is a Steve Martin film.
Yeah,
that is not right. Burns' Ladder, that's a knock on Jacob's Ladder with Tim Robbins, and that again is a doe. And worst collector ever. I was actually trying to channel. There's a horror film called The Collector.
He was already the collector in a previous Stretch Dude and Clobber Girl.
Yeah, that's one.
That was it. With Xena.
With Lucy Lawless.
Yeah.
Who can just fly. Who can just fly.
Hey, Xena can fly. I told you I'm not Xena.
Lucy
Lucy
Lawless.
Lawless.
I remember it was a wizard who done it.
Yeah.
Right, let me add some points in. So, Matty, you go up to that. And Charlotte, you got the last point on that one. So that's 2 there. Harriet, you are in control of the board again. So it'll be Harriet, Matty, Charlotte. Harriet, Matty, Freya, and Charlotte. And your last board, where there are only 5 correct answers now. I'm looking for villainous monsters from Scooby-Doo.
Okay, I won't get any of this.
No.
Oh no.
If it's correct, you'll see the monster. If it's incorrect, you'll see Scooby and Shaggy looking scared.
Okay, so there's 5. Okay.
Mr. Henderson from the bank.
I was really hoping for the White Knight in this. I'm not gonna lie, because that's the default one. Oh God.
At this stage, there's no. You're not going to lose anything by
No, true. I'm gonna go Phantom Shadow.
The Phantom Shadow. Is that a Scooby-Doo monster? The board says yes.
Yay!
Would you like to bank or play on?
I learned from last time. Bank and then move on.
And we move over to Matty.
Minor 49er.
Minor 49er. Are you a monster from Scooby-Doo? Yes, you are.
I'm actually going to do one more and then move on. So I think that Pumpkin Rumpkin is as well.
Pumpkin Rumpkin. I'm a Pumpkin Rumpkin, and I'm going to scare you all. Did Pumpkin Rumpkin scare Scooby-Doo and Shaggy? No.
Nah, that's fine.
That's the point lost there. We move over to Freya. There are 3 correct answers on the board.
Yeah, I'm going to go with skull ! Because I feel like that's a very specific punctuation used.
Skull! Seems very definitive. Very definitive.
Yeah.
Is it a Scooby-Doo monster? Nope, I made it up.
God damn it.
He made it up.
It's false.
It's false.
Jonathan.
Charlotte?
I'm gonna, because the only one that I knew for sure was the minor one. So I'm gonna go with Demon Diver.
Demon Diver. Sounds like he can haunt the sea. Is Demon Diver a Scooby-Doo monster? No.
No.
And we move back over to Harriet.
I'm gonna say Headless Hector.
Headless Hector? He's a Hector, but he's headless. Scooby-Doo monster? Yes or no? No. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. It's correct and wrong at the same time. But no one I made up. So I think we have on that board, we now have 3 incorrect answers and Three answers still left on the board. And back to Maddie.
Screw it. Let's do this. The ghost clown.
The ghost clown.
Of course.
Clowns can't be scary. Can't sleep. Clown will eat me.
Can't sleep. Clown.
Where are you? Hang on. Is he just not? I'm trying to find where he's gone on the thing.
What?
Oh, there he is. I found him. Ghost clown. Are they a monster in Scooby-Doo? Yes, they are.
I'm banking. I want my point back.
So, 2 correct answers on the board. We move over to Freya.
At the risk of sounding like a Minecraft child, I'm going to say the creeper.
The creeper. Creeping about. Being so creepy. Did he creep out Scooby and Shaggy? Yes, he did.
Yeah. Oh, I recognise that one as well.
I know that
Yeah.
It's
There is-
classic.
So it was in the intro or something.
There is one more correct answer on the board. There are 3 more.
I'm going to bank for now.
You're going to bank. We move over to Charlotte.
Okay. Just because I like it, I'm gonna go with Space Kook.
Space Kook.
Because
He's a
it sounds
kooky-
kooky.
He's a kooky guy in space. Was he kooky enough for Scooby-Doo? Yes, he was.
Whoa! Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
That is the complete board. So yeah, the other 3 are made up things from me.
Oh,
Man,
I had
that
so
sounds like a
many-
character from Batman.
I think it is.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is.
I was just having
Langstrom.
I was having a lot of fun with making up names like Baldy Bear. I was like,
Yeah.
how can a bear be so
They're
baldy?
really good. Ghastly Witch Wilma.
That was in
kind of
Scooby-Doo.
sounds like it
Was
would
he?
be.
Let me check. I might be wrong.
He was.
I don't know. Man, back to Scooby. Oh.
This is.
Oh no, he was in Scooby-Doo and Guess Who with the Batman one. My bad.
Yeah,
My
it's
bad.
Dr. Langstrom from the old Batman, where he takes the bat serum that turns him into a
Yeah.
bat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, thankfully, no one actually got that one. No, so my bad. It's like I just kind of thought Man Bat, but I knew Batman had appeared. I know they did Kevin Conroy one, and then and so forth. But I didn't realize Man Bat was in. I thought it was Joker still. Baldy Bear, yeah, he's made up, and the Ghastly Witch Wilma again is made up.
Sadly, I feel like she could fuck it up.
The one I am proud of is Pumpkin Rumpkin.
Got me,
yeah,
so, yeah.
that was a good one.
But yes, that is Danger Zone. How do you guys think of that round? That's one of the new ones.
I like that.
I didn't like the
Yeah.
fact that I didn't have any Treehouse of Horror things I could say, but that's just how it be sometimes.
Let me add scores to here. And that you go.
I think because I played at Akita, I was more confident with this one than I was at Akita because I had an idea. So I was just like, right, okay, I'm prepared.
Right. We are moving on to another. It's kind of, well, when you know it as the unbearable truth of true or false, but tonight it is beyond belief, true or false. I'm looking forward to this one. So this is a very simple round. Fascinating horror statements from the world of Halloween and horror themed media. You need to tell me if it's true or false. You get it right, you get a point. That's how the game is. That's how the round's played.
I feel like Jonathan should host this round.
He's back in the room, by the way.
Good. So
Hooray.
we have a couple of statements on screen. So basically, what we'll do afterwards is I'll get your responses, and then we will hear from an apparition of Jonathan himself to tell us whether or not it's true or false. So, so here we go. Your first one is this. Where is it? There we go. Michael Myers has appeared in every Halloween film. Is it true or is it false? Just to make things interesting as well, just so I can quickly score, if you can just keep your boards up when I play the correct clip. So let's start off with, let's go with Charlotte. True or false?
False.
You say it's false. Harriet?
I also put false.
False. Maddie?
It's false.
You say it's false. And Freya?
We made it up.
We made it up. You all say that Michael Myers has not appeared in every single Halloween film. Jonathan Frakes, please put us out of our misery.
We made this one up. It's a made-up tale.
Yes!
Yeah, because
My favourite round ever.
There's so many
That is-
Halloween movies. There's got to
Yeah.
be somewhere it's like, oh, it's someone
He
else.
is,
And then they were
he is
like,
not in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
Season of the Witch. Because they were
Yeah.
trying to do an anthology thing, and then they were like, no, it doesn't make enough money.
no,
Yeah.
bring him back. It's fun.
Bring him back. Bring him
That-
back and make him fight Paul Rudd in number
Yeah.
5.
That's a very attractive man you're putting clips up of, by the way.
Mm, yeah, I should know.
We've got to find a way to bring Jamie Lee Curtis back.
Yeah.
Your next statement. Horror icon Sir Christopher Lee has been the lead singer in a heavy metal band. Is that true or is it false? There we go. Let's find out. Let's start off with Jonathan himself. Is it true or false?
It's true.
You say it's true. Harriet.
I also put true.
You said true. Charlotte. True. Freya.
I feel like it's the kind of thing he'd do because he is
You-
really cool.
You all say it's true. Jonathan Frakes, tell us the answer.
You're right. It's fact.
Yes, it is correct. Lee has worked with several heavy metal bands. He appeared on the albums Charlemagne by the Sword and the Cross 2010 and Charlemagne the Omen of Death 2013. I remember he had a performance at a very old MCM Expo. And I think it's one of the very first ones I went to. And you just kept hearing like some rock music being played from the main stage because they were doing sound check. And you just keep hearing Christopher Lee going, it's like,
Oh my god!
it sounds
That sounds
fascinating.
amazing, man. That must have been before I started going because I would have remembered something like that.
I might be outside. That's
Oh, mate! Oh god! Fucking
the raves.
Right. Let's talk about a horror icon. Let's talk about Tony Todd. The bees that came out of Tony Todd's mouth in the original Candyman were real.
Not the boots! Ah, the remote!
True or false? If you need to be reminded of Tony Todd and his terrifying demeanor. Where is he? Where is he?
Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.
No.
I don't have him on screen. Ah,
But I'm gonna
That's like saying Beetlejuice's name 3 times.
he is.
Yeah, that's why they can never make a third movie.
Candyman Cubes. There you go. Done. Fine. Freya. True or false?
I'm guessing true because I feel like that's the kind of gnarly thing they do for like points.
Maddie? Or Jonathan?
It's true.
It's true. Harriet?
Well, true, because I went question mark, like, really?
True? Question mark, really? Okay. Charlotte? True. Everyone's kind of having the same vibes here. You're all saying true. You're saying that Tony Todd had literal bees in his mouth for the sake of cinema.
Yep.
Jonathan Frakes, did it happen?
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is.
It is.
Fun fact, Tony Todd
Okay.
actually had an agreement with the guy, the bee wrangler, that every time he got stung, he would get money.
Yes.
So that it would be
I
like they
should,
had to be
I
super
should
careful.
fucking hope so. Jesus Christ.
Bloody
So,
hell.
yeah, he wore special dental dam and was paid an additional $1,000 for every bee sting he endured. He earned an extra $23,000 on that
Jesus
film.
fucking Christ. I'm
Oh.
glad he wasn't allergic because he'd be fucking
And-
dead.
You can also find Tony Todd in
That's
episodes
amazing.
of Star Trek The Next Generation as
Or they
Worf's
stab
brother.
him with like 10 EpiPens. Like,
Oh.
wow.
It's not
So-
worth 23 grand, believe me, it's not.
So you got points for that one. There we go. Everyone's got perfect records on this one so far. Let's go to a horror iconic movie. Let's talk about The Exorcist. The Exorcist was the first horror movie to be nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards. Is it true or false? Some very confident answers there. I see from Jonathan and from Charlotte. I think everyone's ready. Jonathan, what do you think?
I think it's false.
You say it's false. Harriet.
I also went false.
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 Have you
It's false. It's false.
have you ever checked for a false?
Charlotte says it's true. And
I'm
Freya.
having a brain.
I said false because
say
a lot of
false.
the newer stuff, the older stuff, probably was quite
I'm
good.
not correcting it. I'm fine.
No,
It's false.
I'll live with that. I don't care.
So first disagreement, we have 3 falses and 1 true. Spirited Jonathan Frakes, tell us.
You're right. It's fact.
It is
okay.
fact.
Okay.
I would have thought some of the old Christopher Lee stuff would have been.
I would have as well.
No.
Oh no.
They would get nominations for like costume or sound or something, but never for.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. It earned the nomination at the 46 Academy Awards in 1974, but it lost out to the second.
Okay.
Fun is linked there entirely.
Wow.
You
Yeah, but
fools.
did the thing have really good VFX? Because you know.
Belf, I think you'll find she said false.
Oh, no, I'm not going to lift this down. Don't
No.
worry.
Always
No.
check for a false, Harriet.
Harriet
Let's
might
go.
go for a while.
Let's go with this one. Roger L. Jackson, the voice of Ghostface and Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls, in the Scream movies, recorded his lines after each film was
What a
completed.
connection!
I know, right?
It's stunning that yes, he is Mojo Jojo.
That's
But the statement I'm looking for: did he
Yeah.
record his lines after the filming of each film? Hmm.
I'm gonna go in a direction you least suspect.
We'll come back to that last. Freya, kick us off.
I say false because I feel like they might have used some of his lines during recording to help out, maybe.
Okay. Maddie or Jonathan Frakes.
Completely agree with her.
You
False.
say false. Harriet.
Yeah, I think they needed direction, so false.
False. And Charlotte.
Go it with false.
We're all back in the same brain pattern. We're all saying false. Jonathan Frakes, please will your spirit and tell us if this is true or false.
It never happened. We made this one up.
Yes, it's false. He was regularly on set and was kept away from actors to keep up the mystery.
Oh,
So,
cool.
That is.
So
I have images that he was like hiding behind the settee in like they did in Scream, Scary Movie.
Yeah.
But
Hello,
fun fact, they probably did that with him with the Powerpuff Girls as well.
I hid him behind the Powerpuff Girls sofa and be like,
I think some actors to this day still haven't met him. I might be wrong on that.
Really?
I wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise.
Why I said it.
Wow.
There you go. Why ruin the mystery?
Yeah, some of the minor characters probably wouldn't have had the chance to because they'd just be doing the action scenes and then that's
True.
Right, let's go over to the Looney Tunes horror film that it is, the Final Destination series, and in particular, number 3 and its spooky roller coaster. The main cast of 2006 Final Destination 3 had to ride the ill-fated roller coaster of death 50 times. I mean, the only ride I think I can enjoy on a constant basis is probably the minecart ride at Chessington.
I've ridden on the vampire ride, and that's the first ever kind of quote unquote like scary ride I've been on. Never going on anything. The teacups is where I'm going to stay from now on.
There's a wonderful picture of a family trip to Chessington years and years ago, and basically this is when the Bubble Works was still there. And basically there's a fridge magnet. It's faded now, but my siblings are enjoying the ride, and I'm just sat there looking terrified. It's deliberate me looking terrified, going. Because it's like, I don't like this. Like, why is it so bubbly? I don't like it.
I think my one, I'm like, I think my one.
It is like, fuck you, Bubble Works. Fuck you and your bubbles. It's a wonderful day in Bubble Land. Fuck off! Charlotte, let's start with you. Do you think it's true or false?
I think it's true.
You think it's true? Harriet?
I went true and like, oh, the dizziness.
Jonathan Frakes?
I went one better, and I also said true.
True.
I mean, that's more accurate.
And Freya?
I also said true because I know how many picky directors there are that needs like the perfect shot.
So, you're all saying that they rode the roller coaster 50 times. Jonathan Frakes, tell us.
It never happened. We made this one up.
Fair enough.
No.
Oh,
They rode it.
Me. Fuck
They
you,
rode it. They
me.
rode it. They rode it a considerable amount of times, but they only rode it 26 times on the same night.
Okay, fair enough.
Remembering the lines and actions every time.
I can't go on any ride that moves.
No.
I'm keeping this on here now.
Did you go and try them?
Oh.
No. No. Nope. Nope.
The Ramesses Revenge in Chessington. I've never been to Chessington, but my brother did once, and apparently he went on the Ramesses Revenge
Is
ride.
that the
It
spin
broke
one?
down whilst they were hanging upside down. So they were there for like a couple of minutes, like just like.
No.
And then as they were starting up, they all got sprayed with water. And it was like,
It's like someone said to me, will you ever go Alton Towers or Fort Park? I'm like, maybe for the Halloween themed stuff, like the parties, but not the rides, because Chessington Vampire's the only one I've been on. I'm like, no.
I would say Thorpe Park's Halloween events are terrifying. So if you don't do good with jump scares, don't go during the Halloween parties, because
I do it for laughs more than anything.
Right, let's move on to the next one. A practicing witch. I know I've spelled that wrong. A practicing witch was hired for authenticity in the occult film The Craft. A practicing witch was hired for authenticity in the occult film The Craft. I'll take it off the screen. Do movies hire proper witches? Let's find out. Charlotte, kick us off on this one.
I'm gonna say false.
You say it's false. Harriet?
Yeah.
I'm going to say true.
True. Jonathan Frakes?
I'm also going to say true.
True.
Maybe.
I'm gonna say true.
True. So we have 3 trues to 1 false again. Jonathan Frakes from the spirit realm. Tell me if it's right or wrong.
It happened. You were correct. It's fact.
Yes.
It
So-
had to, yeah.
To help make witchcraft as believable as possible, the writers met with Wiccans and had a consultant, Pat Deming, on set to help write the incantations and spells.
Yeah.
I think
Erin?
also, because one of my friends is I have a few people who are into that sort of thing, and like if you do something wrong, then
Oh yeah.
God,
If you do
help
something
you.
wrong, you will hear about it.
I
Yeah.
thought it was a misleader because one fact I do know about that film is the occult shop, Fazula Book, bought it after the film and actually ran an occult shop. And I thought, oh, is it like a false leader? And that's the thing. Just for a spell.
but
I'm disappointed.
I'm not.
Right, I think we're into our penultimate one. How about this one? Sissy Spacek, who played Carrie in the original Carrie, didn't take off her blood-soaked clothes for 3 days straight. Must stress, not blood, but makeup blood. Because that would be cruel. Let's get some answers. Let's start off with Freya.
So I was gonna say false, but then I remembered how many scenes she's actually still covered in blood, so I put true, just if it saved time.
We have true.
And it was the
Charlotte.
70s.
I put false.
Got false. Harriet.
I put true because obviously it would film in, just looks same continuity sort of thing.
and Jonathan Frakes.
I kind of went with the same one as Freya and Harriet, but I know some actors, and some actors are like totally about the method. So I think it was method acting.
There we go. So again, 3 truths to 1 false with Charlotte. Well,
Sorry, Charlotte.
It's only because I have been covered in fake blood and it itches like hell. So I can't imagine somebody going for 3 days with it stuck to you.
let's find out.
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is.
For God's sake, Sissy Spacek.
She's dedicated to her art.
Yes, she chose to sleep in her bloody dress for 3 days as part of continuity. Don't worry again.
Fun fact, she was in her 30s when she played as a teenager.
That's Dawson casting.
Yeah.
Right, last one in this round before we head into the final round, and we kick off with this one. Steven Spielberg got his head stuck in the mechanical shark during the filming of Jaws. Is it true or is it false? I mean, if you're going to make sure the shark's working, you want to put your head in there just to make sure all the gears are working.
I mean, that's one way, yeah.
Right, do we have answers for this one?
Yes.
Let us start off. Harriet,
I went with false.
you went false. Jonathan Frakes?
False.
False. Freya?
I said true because it feels like the kind of thing he'd do as a dare.
And Charlotte? False. Okay, so we have 3 falses to 1 true. Well, the last time, the spirit of Jonathan Frakes, can you please tell us if it's made up?
We made this one up. It's a made-up tale.
It is a made-up tale. It wasn't Steven Spielberg. It was actually George Lucas.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I had a feeling it was someone else, not yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, directors at that time, they were like...
All that, Lucas.
Got a bit snappy.
But
I if you get chance to like watch documentaries and stuff about all the behind the scenes, I'm surprised that Robert Shaw didn't shove Richard Drace's head into the shark.
There's a very good one about the island of Dr. Moreau that people should check out.
I love film documentaries where you see all the...
Does it have all the animals giving
That-
commentary?
That film was a clusterfuck.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, think about all the animals on that fucking set.
I think
Think of
Marlon
the
Brando was the
Marlon
worst. Yeah.
Marlon Brando and the animals.
Right, we're on to our final round, but before we do that, let's get the scores one last time. The Danger Zone and Jonathan Frakes has definitely made this interesting now. In last place now with 33 points is Harriet. In third place with 36 points is Matty. Ahead by 3 now is Mel with 39 points. Ahead by 2 is Charlotte. Oh, there could be a battle for the end. And I think this one's going to be interesting because I'm not going to need you to write answers for this one. I need you to keep talking for me because we are going to play a round called Keep Talking.
Oh, no.
And if you want to know what that is, well, I'll give you just a minute. Right, where is it? Oh,
Getting
yes.
flashback to all of my Amdram groups.
Based on just a minute, contestants will have 1 minute to talk about a given subject matter. They must do so without repetition, deviation, or hesitation. You may
This is
repeat words.
terrible for neurodivergence.
You may repeat words in the statement or question. If other contestants believe this has happened, they must buzz in by clearly stating their name. If they're correct, they gain a point and take over. If they buzz in and they're wrong, the talker will get a point. Whoever is talking at the end of the 60 seconds will earn 2 points. Do we understand the rules?
Absolutely. Also, there's no way I'm going to be doing this and staying in character.
No,
at the
don't
same
blame you.
time.
Yeah, no, don't
No
worry.
worries.
Because I'm in the same boat as Freya, and this
gonna be
is
so
going
hard.
to be
It's gonna be
bad.
so hard.
Yeah.
I hated it
Right.
back when we did Androm. I hated it now.
Right, let me get 60 seconds on my clock here. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to start with the person in first place and we'll work through the prompts.
Oh,
first
that's
of all.
not fair.
That encourages you to get more points. Like, keep talking, you get points.
You're asking someone to not hesitate and stumble and
Yeah.
deviate. That's what I do.
Stop
It's
hesitating.
what we
Listen.
do. It's what our
What we
brains
do. It's what ADHD people do.
And thanks, Filoni. You've cheered 100 bits. Also, thanks to Filoni for resubscribing at 4 months to tier 1. Sounding Eels. And Rex Kokoro, thank you very much for the follow as well. Much
I feel like
appreciated.
Dekker Dane is just punishing us now.
No, Vincent Prices. I am just an
Well-
entity.
Well, Vincent, you sound amazingly like the Dekker Dane right now.
Well, my sinuses are really killing me at the moment. But anyway, so we are going to start off with Charlotte. Charlotte, I think this is a category I think you can get your teeth into. The scariest game I've ever played, and your time is going to start in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so the scariest game I ever played is a game that is known
Stop.
in the U.
Wait.
Repetition.
Of
Game.
game is allowed.
You're
it's
allowed
in
to
the title,
title.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You may repeat words and
Yeah,
questions.
yeah,
yourself.
I got scared.
Oh,
Sorry.
jeez.
So that is already a point to Charlotte for the interruption. Charlotte,
Okay.
you have 48 seconds on the clock.
Welcome.
The scariest game I've ever played.
Was called Project Zero, but also known as Fatal Frame. So it's a story where you go to a house to look for, I think it's either your sister or your brother or your boyfriend. I can't remember who it is now. And it's a Japanese style, almost in the Silent Hill third person kind of game. And so you go to this house in this mansion in the middle of the countryside and you start walking around and it's so atmospheric. And you are this kind of young Japanese lady. And you don't move fast. You don't run. You kind of do this little graceful totter along everywhere. And as you're going through, you kind of get to the point where you're getting a bit scared and everything's getting a bit creepy. And you think, okay, I'm going to get some kind of weapon and I'm going to be able to defend myself. No, you get a box camera. And you have to take pictures.
Time!
Fair play.
Time!
Done.
There we go.
You got point.
You got points. You came out of that with 3 points.
I didn't even get to the scary bit.
So for
I think
Cat-
we all know what Fatal Frame is, thankfully.
Yeah.
chat on it, Motherfucker said Japanese.
Ah, I
Mm.
thought, yeah.
But if no one challenges, we keep
Nah.
playing.
To be
Right.
fair, I'm bad at paying attention to when people say anything, so I'm never going to be
Yeah.
able to challenge people.
I'm concentrating like mad. I'm trying to.
Oh, the
Also,
next one.
I think there's a variation there on what other words I could use to describe someone of an ethnicity without using their ethnicity.
Yeah, what about sounding a little saucier?
Mm.
There we go. Right, Freya, you're taking over. You're in control of this one, and we're going back to our favorite sleuthing hound. Your prompt is the Scooby-Doo character I resonate the most with.
Tell me when to start.
Your time starts now.
Okay, so the Scooby-Doo character that I would probably resonate the most with is honestly Scooby-Doo, because he is scared of a lot of things, like I am, and he likes to eat a shit ton of food, put all the stuff in sandwiches, like to enjoy like big sandwiches and stuff like that. Shit.
Harriet,
Harriet,
hesitation.
that is a
and-
hesitation.
That was a hesitation.
That was a hesitation.
That was a hesitation.
But almost halfway. Almost halfway. That was very good. So a point to Harriet. Harriet, you have 34 seconds remaining on the clock. The Scooby-Doo character I resonate the most with is. And your time starts now.
the Scooby-Doo character I resonate the most with is Velma, because I wear glasses, I also have short bob hair, and I like to wear jumpers, not necessarily skirts, but I'm not one for solving crime or for helping things. I suppose looks is more my thing in regards to looking like Velma. So it's one of those things that I have cosplayed as her because I had the same style as her at the time, thinking I could do this, and I have done so twice. And it's been incredible to do so. So Velma has been one
Time! Well done.
Whew, okay.
Right. We. No. Oh no, Mel's. Yeah, it's right. I was just double checking who started this off. Right.
Yeah.
We're on to Matty's next, or Jonathan Frakes.
Matty breathed in twice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the chat are definitely on it.
Yeah,
I think yeah.
I mean, there were sandwiches twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to say anything. It seems mean to interrupt someone when they're talking.
Yeah,
it's
I
fine.
feel terrible.
No,
You
I
can
already
all
fucked it
interrupt
up
me,
anyway
it's
by like.
fine.
All right.
Okay, Jonathan Frakes or Matty, your prompt for your round is: if I was a vampire, and your minute starts now.
So, if I was a vampire, I think one of the first things I would do is absolutely shit my pants because I can no longer look in the mirror. And as a person of a vanity slant to him, I simply need to go and look at that reflective surface. But also, I would live out my bisexual dream and literally woo everybody that has a pair of legs. I would entice them. I would beck them towards me. I would be surrounded.
Harriet?
Would 3 times? Is that allowed?
If I was a vampire,
It's a common verb.
It's
I think
a
it's
common.
Okay, no, that's why I want to double check. So
Okay. If people are happy to allow that, then I will award a point to Matty for incorrect challenge.
Do I? Does that refresh the stuff that I said before? If I
No.
pick this up,
No.
Right, okay.
No. So you have 15 seconds
Well,
on the
you're
clock, Matty.
wasting chat, so
However,
Go.
However, I feel that what this would also entail would be that I could no longer have garlic sauce with my meal times, especially pizza.
Time. Well done, Matty.
you also couldn't have garlic sauce while you're watching Ghost Dimensions.
I would like to point out as well that he was talking about seduction of all things with legs when Harriet shouted out wood.
amazing.
I mean, I'm not judgmental in these ways. No garlic bread for Matty. No.
No garlic bread.
No.
No.
Everybody's absolutely fine with the idea that I would just entice many people around me, though. I didn't say to have any kind of sexual relations with them, by the way. I know what some of you are thinking, especially up there. Does wood have legs? I mean, if you carve them in, Mothbox,
Table legs.
Certainly have legs.
Table legs,
Table legs.
Chair legs.
Mahogany.
Right. Harriet, we're coming to the end of the first pass. Harriet, you will start us off with the best weapon to handle the
again.
Oh God, give me a moment.
3, 2, 1. Here we go.
The best weapon to handle a zombie is a chainsaw, depending on if you have enough oil to supply it, because you could chop through them zombies very easily, very quickly, very handily, and you'll be able to get out of any situation or any scenario of any kind. And also the fact that you could keep using it to buzz a tree, so you could use it to make a log cabin, or make a house, or make tables, or make chairs in that scenario of building a house. So it's one of those things that you...
She said house twice.
Also, use was quite to use the line. Like,
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I let that slide a little bit after the whole wood thing, but no, unfortunately said house twice.
Yeah, I realised afterwards. I'm like, yeah.
Point to Maddie. Maddie, you have control with 26 seconds. The best weapon to handle a zombie is go.
Basically, watching every single George Romero movie out there, because then you are well prepared for the zombie apocalypse. And with that, you pretty much can get by. You know what to do in a pinch. And even if you then get converted, at least you have company. At least you have friends.
Time!
The idea you get converted, like zombies come up to your door and are like, have you heard about brains?
Mormon zombies.
Have you ever considered our Lord and Savior zombie Jesus?
Have you considered?
Right, that is the end of the first pass. We are going again.
Oh no!
The current standings. It's getting very interesting. Harriet, last place with 36 points. Freya, third place, 39 points. Matty has jumped up to second place, 2 points away from Charlotte with 42. Charlotte, you're still there.
Yay!
44.
I thought we were just doing this once. I didn't know we had to do it again.
2 passes.
Can't we just do really hard questions?
Can we ride on a roller coaster?
Yeah.
26 times.
I don't know.
Right.
I'd rather Spaceman.
Charlotte, we're back with you, and we are looking for the most misunderstood horror character is 1 minute on the clock, and next time starts now.
Me.
I think we're going to go with a classic here, aren't we? And talk about Frankenstein. Well, Frankenstein's monster. Sorry, I have repeated that. I know, because it's kind of the thing. But the creation, I think from the time it came out, was a misunderstood monster. Whereas perhaps now, in a modern setting, we are more aware of the fact that that's the whole point of the story. That someone could be created and have this monstrous backstory and history and violence and all this kind of thing. And back then, he was very much seen as a villain, and everyone championed the fact that he died at the end. And it was like, hooray! Even though we weren't great to begin with, we've vanquished him, and now we can all move on. And now you'll see the more modern retellings are more sympathetic and talk about the abomination in a more positive light.
Time!
Jesus.
I was so waiting for you to say monster again.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a separate word.
Yeah.
Some shouted. We had. What was it? Hang on.
I think I did at some point. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I think sometimes with particularly like joining words, I will be a little bit relaxed. But if you get to a point of going him and him and him, then that's when when it's like. That's when it's like, and Stitch Pointer. That's when we'll go.
I know,
no.
but
I can't interfere.
Abomination monster villain, and then I ran out.
But I can't interfere. Right, we are going back to Freya on this one, and here we go. I'm looking for the horror monster that will make an excellent pet. 1 minute on the clock.
Can I think about this for a sec?
I will give you. Tell me when you're ready, and we'll kick off.
Yeah.
So, can you, Dane, just to throw some questions out your way whilst Freya has a big old think, name me one subpart Vincent Price film?
I knocked my webcam. Oh no.
Don't worry, we'll balance it out with a good one too. Don't worry.
I don't think I've seen many Vincent Price films. I know of 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, and then they did the final movie for it like 3 or 4 years ago because they actually didn't catch the 13th ghost.
Yeah. I know. That total ball breaker. Also, Egghead from Batman.
Oh, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was.
Okay, we go. Sorry, I nudged my mic and my camera went bye-bye.
Oh no.
Yeah, the connection on this webcam is kind of naff. I should probably get a new one at some point.
Are you ready?
Alright, yeah, okay. I'm gonna try and blag this.
Okay, 1 minute starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
So, I would think the best kind of pet would be one that you can't see. So, the Invisible Man. You can't see him, but he's there somewhere, looking after himself. All you have to do is make sure that there's food in the fridge to be eaten, and then he does the rest. He looks after himself. You don't have to worry about...
I'm gonna have to, because otherwise the chat are gonna lambast us. Sorry, Freya. He so many times. Catch. I want him to continue, by the way, but I know the chat's gonna be like.
Well, I can give a point, and I can give a point.
Give him. Do it.
Okay, Freya, you have 30 seconds on the clock, and begin now.
You don't have to worry about them shitting, because it's all done. It's all sorted. I'm thrown off now.
Harriet.
Hesitation, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm fucking thrown off.
Do you know what?
I'm
I really
so
wanted you to
sorry.
continue because I was loving that.
I'm so sorry. I literally am really upset I did that.
I love you.
I've just got images of just walking in invisible poo. In your
It's like, where did it come from?
Where did it go?
He falls asleep at the top of the stairs and you just go there.
Oh my god!
Love it. Love it.
I loved it. I loved it though. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, Matty,
Oh,
you
it's
are.
going so fast. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the invisible shit.
It was Harriet that did hesitation, by the way. So
Yeah, so Harriet, you've got. Oh, sorry, I put it back on screen. You have.
Why does it smell like so bad?
You have 17 seconds left,
Okay.
and your time starts now.
The horror monster I would make as an excellent pet would be the werewolf. Because you have 2 in 1, and the werewolf is one of my favourite monsters ever. You would have a werewolf, and then you would have a human afterwards. So you'd have 2 in 1, basically. And they'd be an excellent roommate or even a pet.
Time.
I'm sorry. Also, I don't know why I thought that the Invisible Man would just be pooing in your house rather than going to the bathroom. But if you said pet,
fucking toilet.
You've got to finish this story, Mel.
What's this question?
I don't think I can say anything else that tops it because invisible poo.
No, I
tell
was
you
just
what,
like, yeah.
if you wanted it on a next level, Invisible Cat, because that would try and kill you.
Yes. Definitely.
I mean, a
What's
visible
all these
cat
scratches?
would do that.
It would just lie at the top of the stair, and then you just...
Good tumbled down the
Right.
stairs.
Right, penultimate one. Maddie, you are in
Okay.
control, and we are going to ask you about the scariest movie or TV show you've ever seen. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm going to dip into actual PTSD here. Okay. Go on.
Bless
I
you.
know where we're going with this. You're 1 minute when you say your first word.
The scariest TV show I ever saw was when I was 12 years old. And it was, at the time, something I believed to be real. It was called Ghost Watch. And it had Craig Charles, Sarah Green, Michael Parkinson. And at one point, the children's TV presenter got shoved into a glory hole. But that is not the scariest part, although it really did upset me as a child because I thought she was done so for realsies. Then the elderly chat show host got possessed. And that's when everything just went absolutely mental. And it traumatized me.
I'm sorry, I just had glory hole and now I'm just fucking
I think there
I
was
s-
hesitation, but I was just engrossed listening.
I was,
to be
I
honest.
was, I was in the
Yeah.
glory hole by that point.
We love the ghost.
By the
we
way, I
love
will
seeing-
say, because Harriet knows this.
Yeah.
I legit did need actual like counselling
Therapy?
for the
I
ghost
don't
watch.
think you were the only one. I think a
Yeah.
lot of people were traumatized by that program.
Yeah.
I legit cannot finish that show, even at like 44 years old and getting close to my 45th. I cannot. It gets to a point on Ghostwatch. I'm absolutely fine with it. And then it gets to a certain point where I think it's where they figure out that they're watching an old recording of the CCTV. And then they get to the live feed, and it's like, no, I can't anymore. That's it. That's me done.
I don't think I've ever watched it because
I've never watched it.
scared me. Yeah.
I've seen
I will.
clips, but it wasn't something that I really wanted to see because it's kind of like.
It just scared me.
The funny thing was at the start.
I think people missed it though, didn't they?
No, they didn't.
Okay.
They didn't say it was fake. What we did have, and I will own up to this, they had a writers and directors credit at the start of the show. But
That could be anything. Though.
Yeah, and you were 12.
and it had
Yeah,
a
you were
banner that said
12.
it was a drama. But that's not how they promoted it. And like a bunch of people stayed up to watch that, not knowing that this was a TV show or an anthology series or anything like that. And it had people that basically like kids and families associated with that were on TV, like Sarah Green on Going Live. So,
Okay.
like we know, like even today, you got some stuff that says, yeah, this is reality. However, we got like a writer and director, a production assistant, and all that other stuff. So for like naive little 12-year-old Matty, he thought it was real. So,
Right.
Yeah.
We are on to our last prompt. There is 1 point
Doing it
separating.
again.
There is 1 point separating first and second, and 2 people are tied on third place. Harriet and Mel, you're both on 39 points. Charlotte, you are ahead by 1 with 46 points. Matty, you are behind with 45. It is all to play for. And Harriet is talking first, or talking last on this round. And Harriet, your last prompt is my scary horror curse.
Go sleep.
I'm guessing that's your stream.
So, I'm thinking of like, if you were to curse someone, what would the curse be?
Right. Okay.
That
Give me a
makes
moment.
sense.
Give me a moment.
Okay, no, it's a few moments because this is an important one.
People.
Yeah.
Everything rides on this one.
Glory hole, right where they sleep. So go sleep clean. It's just fluffy.
This does not help him.
Boys beware of the glory hole.
Curse.
The invisible man waving his dick about like. Oh.
I'm too nice. That's why I can't think of anything bad.
I think we are going to see how ruthless people are about to be in this round.
Oh no.
So,
know.
Harriet, tell me when you're ready.
Okay. Oh God.
If it helps, I thought it meant like a curse on you, and I was like,
Yeah.
mine is that I always put things in a safe space, and then I never find them again.
I
That's
think
just
I'm more,
ADHD.
I'm more associated with that than I am putting a curse on someone. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
I will say now, it's dealer's choice. You pick.
Okay.
It can
You
be
pick
as
it.
I think that
as
might be my best one. I think I'll go with
devious
that.
as you want. So it can be.
Okay, because I am gonna hesitate, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go out with a bang, glory. Why not? Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, clock will start when you say your first word.
My scary horror curse is technology. So I stream a lot and I do YouTube. The problem is my computer never wants to work when it wants to. So for example, I would be setting up my surroundings on Stream Deck, and when I went to go and click a button, it doesn't want to work. When I go on YouTube to upload a video, never wants to upload.
Yeah,
I think you said YouTube.
work. I would say work.
Or work. Okay.
I think I heard YouTube twice. So,
I'll defer to Matt.
Okay, so that is a point for Maddie. That now means scores are tied.
Ooh.
36 seconds left. Can Maddie survive? Clock will start when you say your first word. 36 seconds left.
My scary horror curse is also my gift because I didn't know this at the time, but once a long time ago, I received in the mail a bunch of action figures. These action figures were
Harriet.
of.
Said action
Harriet.
figures twice.
Figures.
Action figures twice, yeah.
Did I? Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a point for Harriet. Harriet, can you take it home with 15 seconds on the clock?
Oh, God, I need to remember what I said.
It was technology and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Your computer.
Okay.
The time will start with your first word. 15 seconds.
One of the things I have found with my curse is that it does bring my friends together because they will always help me with these problems, and I'm always relying on them whenever things do go wrong. So I am very thankful in regards to that aspect. So in other words, if anything does go wrong, I can go to them.
Time!
You ended with a positive.
Well, this has made things interesting. But yes, 3 points there for Harriet overall.
My heart.
I know.
You'll be
Hated that round.
You'll be glad to hear that that is the end of the quiz. We have the final scores.
I don't know if you made me do that again. I think I'll beat you up.
Yeah.
I'll beat him
Let's have
up.
final scores. Right, in last place with 39 points. Great start for a first-time player. Freya, you're in last place with 39 points.
Yeah, last round I threw.
I'm so sorry.
In third place. No, actually, I'm going to say, I would say, Freya, you're in third place. Harriet, you're in second place with 42. Because we have a tie at the top.
Oh,
The defending and returning champions both have 46 points each, and I do not have a way to sort
fine.
this
we're all
out.
winners.
Nice.
We're all
We're
winners.
winners.
You know what? That's absolutely fine. Let's do this for a bit of fun.
I don't know.
So-
Do you think Jonathan would appreciate that? I think he'll
you
find
know-
some way to debate this.
We have to bring Froggy on, and Froggy will have to dispatch both of us.
You know what? I'm happy to leave it as a tie because we've got November's one coming up at the end of November. So maybe we can bring both Maddie and Charlotte back to settle the score once and for all. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Is it horror themed?
No, it'll be standard themed.
Oh crap.
Oh, rip.
Okay.
I mean,
You want an easy win, Matt?
I've never been a co-champion before. This would be good.
Yeah, let's do it.
so basically, Matty survived by the skin of his teeth, and that's what we said at the start of the episode. So we'll take that. Quickly before we move on to post-quiz chat, does anyone need to head off now? No, we're going to stick around for probably another 30 minutes, give or take. That's okay. Cool.
Perfect.
Right, let us move over to quiz is over and done with. Let's have a quiz chat. Right, we can all relax now. I think I've lost my cravat.
How did you lose
Wait. Here it is. It's caught around my neck. Oh dear. Hang on.
I can see again. Yay!
I'll
There
put my
we go.
glasses on after.
Producer
And
Jonathan finally left you, I see.
Yes.
oh, and I can't turn back to colour. 2 seconds.
Yeah. So basically, full disclaimer to everyone watching on the stream, I literally said that I was just going to be Jonathan Frakes for the entire time up until this moment, and it's like I just blame Freya. I was like, literally, I was like, no! And it's like, oh shit, that was my real voice.
Right. Let's hope I can return to the land of colour. Let's find out. Hey!
Yay!
I'm back,
And-
and let's adjust.
Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Oh
And-
no!
And also, one of these people was timing me. What was it again?
It was 37 minutes.
I knew you were.
Well, to be fair, there was a clock adjacent to me. So. But to be fair, no, fair play to you for staying in character for most of that, because I said to you like before through WhatsApp, I was like, I can't even portray Morticia, so I'll just be me.
If you excuse me for a few moments, I just need to go grab another drink, so I'm
That's
just going to remove myself
absolutely
briefly. So carry on, chat amongst yourselves, and let me turn on the chat so you can see everyone.
Oh,
everyone's
yes.
comments and
Yes,
that.
yes,
Now,
yes, yes.
there you go.
Ooh.
That's now been activated, so I will be back momentarily.
Cool.
Okay.
Chat.
Cool.
Put
One
all,
thing-
put all the dicks in chat. Put all the dicks in
all
chat.
So-
the glory holes.
So here's a
All the
question for
glory
chat.
holes in chat.
What is your Halloween tradition? Because I think everyone like has a tradition of like watching scary movies or anime. So put in the chat what you do on Halloween, or even what you did last weekend. 'Cause, like for me, I tend to watch some scary animes like Vampire Hunter D or Hellsing. Hellsing's a very good anime, I will say. But actually, for everyone here, what's your favorite? I was gonna say Hollywood Halloween tradition.
Well, my favorite Hollywood tradition is taking all the cocaine, going into prison.
I can literally tell you like what I used to do as a kid as opposed to what I do now. So as a kid, I never went out really trick or treating. That was only a thing I really did when I moved to Wales. And at one point, I wanted to be a witch, so I actually cross-dressed, and nobody stopped me. So I was at age
Hell yeah.
11. I dressed up as a witch,
We love to see it.
with a tricorn hat and everything.
Nice.
But so me as a kid back then, I would watch like the Paul Daniels show because I was old.
Oh God.
Yeah, so the Paul Daniels show would do a Halloween special every year, and it was an annual tradition. So we would have that on.
Yeah.
And honestly, as a kid, even I would just watch a scary movie because me as a kid was like I had no fear as opposed to me now. I think Ghostwatch literally did flip the switch because there was nothing more scary at that time than Ghostwatch, which at the time I thought was real, and that absolutely terrified me. So I couldn't really find much more anything scary after that. Honestly, I'd be more inclined to just like play Luigi's Mansion. Watch
That's a
you
good
stream.
shout.
I
Yeah, to be
watch-
fair,
yeah.
because we kind of have our own like yearly Halloween streams. Like for me, I've started doing Halloween ones now because, as I've said, I'm absolutely terrified of horror, but I'd like to entertain people. And like yourself, you did Wolf Among Us. Next week, Ian's playing the horror game, and so it's just kind of. I think it's one of those things as a child, I never really experienced Halloween too much, but growing older, I've learned to appreciate it a lot more. Usually I would decorate my room, but I just haven't had a chance to as yet. But, you know, like dressing up like this, I'm dead excited just to do this tonight. I'm not going to lie, just to dress up.
Can I say, with the long straight hair and the glasses?
Yeah.
Baroness.
I mean, it's a future cosplay. I'm not going to lie. I'm hoping to aim for that for
It is
Minami.
indeed a look.
I just need to kind of exercise and lose this belly because to wear leather or like pleather and that bodysuit, no, at the moment, no.
Pretty much got it down pat now, in all fairness. So
I mean, that's because I breathed. The photo I posted earlier, I breathed in, and I was wearing like Spanx, so I had to take the Spanx off before I did this because otherwise,
you can't breathe.
Yeah, I've got to breathe. I'm not gonna lie. But yes, I am
doing the just a minute. Like,
I mean, to be fair, yeah.
can we deduct a point because she died?
But Charlotte, you're the most horror fan out of everyone here, so you have more of an essence of things you could enjoy.
To be honest, I did a lot when I was younger. So I did the parties and like did the whole big events and all this kind of thing. I've done a couple of events since. So I went to the Fantasy Island Skegness Scare event.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I have been to the York one, which is fantastic if anyone gets a chance. But I must admit, I kind of use Halloween a bit like other people use Christmas, and I get quite cozy, and I'll put on something familiar So I'll watch Ringu, or I'll watch the original Halloween, and I'll have snacks and a blanket, and I'll just be like, "Oh, this is my comfort movie," you know. So yeah, I've got a small one now, and he's getting to the age where it's like, "Oh, I can start introducing." So we're gonna carve pumpkins tomorrow and be very wholesome and all that kind of thing. So yeah,
awesome.
I kind of use it. Horror as like my comfort blanket. So I'll play a comforting video game that I've played 400 times, or I'll watch a film that I've watched 500 times, and I'll be sitting there with my husband going, "Oh, and in this bit, oh, and behind the scenes, oh, and that actor," and he's like, "Yes, darling. Yes, darling."
Asker UK has actually put a really good one on in the chat, and they said watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show every Halloween.
That's a good one.
That's something we should like do a watch party of at some point.
I love that film.
Around this time of year, they tend to do like the sing-alongs in the cinema, don't they? Or they do like I mean, Jason Donovan at the moment is the one who's leading it at the as Frankenfurter. I do know that. I have not watched Rocky Horror in so long, so that's actually quite a good idea.
I should rewatch it.
I mean, I hear it at cons, but the song you dance along to it. But yeah. Another one that Mofox has said, Dead Meat videos. I
love Dead Meat.
That's one of the things. Even though I can't watch a horror film, I will watch Dead Meat videos.
Oh yeah, because I watched a lot of their kill counts for Scream when they did a bit of a revisit as well, because it's just like I just like the way they just kind of have an analysis of most of these films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh's the latest one. I'm watching that soon.
I love them though, because
isn't there three of them now?
I think there is. Two.
There's the first one, which is awful, and then the second one, which is not as bad. But I love the kill counts because I don't always have time to watch a full movie. Time gets away from me. And I know some people will say, "Oh, you should watch the movie and not watch the kill count." And it's like, yeah, but again, and I like seeing all the backstory. I like hearing all the things, how they made it, the practical effects. I've just rewatched all the Tremors ones with Warren Ratchets, and I love Zorin. I think he's absolutely fantastic. And again, I love that quick bites of, oh, there's a little horror for me.
I think for me also, I learned this on the show. If anyone watched How To as a child,
Yes.
so one of the things I learned and influences horror is music. So basically, because they've got their own background music, they're talking about it. That helps a lot because, like, for example, I was playing Man in Medan. All I could hear was like spooky noises, scary things, and it's just like that made it worse. But like if you're talking about it and then analyzing it, it's just like, oh, okay, the deaths don't seem so bad, or they don't seem as bad, but also
you know what you need, the perfect horror soundtrack has to be thanks guys.
The streamer I watch on Twitch has been playing Silent Hill 2 and Resident Evil 2 randomized at the moment. But the thing that makes it watchable, like, not that it isn't watchable, obviously, but in the case of, like, it makes me feel more comfy watching it, it's the fact that every time he has to run through a thing of enemies, he will put on a funny ass music. He will put a funny ass song, and then, like not like Benny Hill, but like it's kind of like similar style of.
Imagine Yakety Sack. I mean, my God.
I tell you what, if anyone does want to go, just talk about sound and stuff. If anyone wants to do their own little quizzy thing, Dead Meat also do a podcast, and in one of them they did a guess the kill. So you hear the kill, a short version. And then you have to try and guess which movie it came from, and then you get a slightly longer one. And I thought I was the dog's doodads when it comes to horror and death and stuff. I was like, I could do this. It was so hard.
Yeah. Because they're quite similar in a way, aren't they, as well? Like,
it was a lot of like,
So I don't know if you heard Ian. So the question I asked, like, for the chat and for us was like, what's your Halloween tradition that you do every year?
I don't really necessarily go for like a Halloween tradition. It's like sometimes it depends how I feel. I think possibly during one of the lockdown years, I think what I did was I bought a lot of cheap Scooby-Doo TV movies on DVD, and I just grabbed a bunch of snacks from the co-op, and I just kind of stayed in bed and just gone through them. So it's like some new ones like Stage Fright. The classic one, I generally like Zombie Island because it's one where there are actual real ghosts and monsters, and there's no definitive kind of how do they do it? The sequel is terrible, by the way. Return to Zombie Island. It is utter bollocks.
Awful.
I was literally gonna put you on the spot there and say to each of you, favorite like straight to video Scooby Doo movie, go, and you literally answered it in one foul swoop with Zombie Island because that's
Zombie
my
Island
one as well.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
I've definitely seen a couple, and I've actually found they're more enjoyable than the TV show at times because obviously there's more budget and production value in them, but also they have more of a sort of like overarching plot rather than the usual monster of the week kind of thing.
I think I got the one where everyone memed Shaggy for being ultimate power. I remember getting that one. But no, another one that I think might secretly be better than Zombie Island is Witch's Ghost, because Tim Curry's one of the baddies. And you've got the Hex Girls, which is Jennifer Hale and co.
Hex
Girls personality. And it's like those songs are effing incredible, to be perfectly honest. And it's like this is on a Scooby-Doo cartoon.
There is one
on my iPod.
There is one I want to see, and the only reason I want to see it is because one of the characters in it is voiced by Matthew Gray Goobler, who I obsessively love from Criminal Minds. But I can't remember which one it is, and I don't know where to get it from. But I bet you'll be able to know it straight away. And that's it. That's the only reason I'd probably want to watch it, because that's Spencer.
Special bonus points if you like Scooby-Doo and Kiss, because that has a Sailor Princess transformation that's got to be seen to be believed.
That's just fucking weird.
That was an interesting conversation with my
I didn't mind it, but generally I was just kind of just like, this is just weird. When you get to the last one, it's like, this is just weird.
Also, I just want to bring up in the chat, at one point, Aska, my wife, had a bonding session where they literally just quote back and forth the lyrics to Let's Do the Time Warp.
That's amazing.
Someone has said live action or cartoon version of Scooby-Doo.
Cartoon.
Same. I like the first live action.
Yeah.
I kind of liked, because people forget James Gunn directed those. Yeah. I kind of the funny thing is, basically, I think a lot of people just remember the fact that Matthew Lillard was incredible as Shaggy.
I think all of the casting was brilliant for the live action. They got those spot on, and the fact that Matthew Lillard is now voicing Shaggy on the cartoon is amazing. I love that for him.
I don't think he does all of them now.
Not all of them.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it for Scoob, which was this weird sort of, let's make a Hanna-Barbera universe where they're taking on Dick Dastardly and they've stolen this thing that will destroy the Earth. And it's like, why are Scooby-Doo and gang trying to stop world domination? That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that you're not really all that upset that Warner Brothers tax writ off Scoob 2.
Yeah. I'm not but it did give us Jason Isaacs as Dick Dastardly, which I think was quite good, and Zac Efron I think was Fred.
Zac Efron was Fred. He was actually pretty good as Fred. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
the one series I think, if people want a very good Scooby-Doo series, the one series you go for is Mysteries Inc.
Yes.
Because that is done dead seriously. There's some little jokes around the way, like Fred's just too obsessed with traps and his father just doesn't care.
There's a connection between Mystery Inc. and Transformers, because it had the same I don't know if he was actually showrunner, Derek J. Wyatt. He did both Mystery Inc. and Transformers Animated, and he did a blinder of a job on both of them. No longer with us anymore, sadly. I think he passed away a couple of years ago. But I met him, and he was a lovely man, really lovely man.
Oh, there's actually, I'm just having a quick look at the voice cast. There was Patrick Warburton, Gary Cole. Trying to think what else. Who else? Marcia Marsh was in it. There's Vincent Van Gool, Tina Carrera, Udo Kier, Linda Cardellini. And basically, Matthew Lillard and Shaggy. Frank Welker, who has pretty much voiced Fred for pretty much other than Scoob, he's basically just been a voice forever
until he dies.
Fred Welker is a voice of everything. I think you'd be hard pushed to find him not.
It's we need an animal voice in this movie. I'll just get Frank to do it. It's fine.
You know when you've been welcomed.
Yeah.
I think with Mystery Inc., it told a story, which is something we haven't really had in the Scooby-Doo show,
Yeah.
and that's what I loved
Yeah.
about it. I mean, they even had like the love story between Fred and Daphne, and at the
Yeah.
point Thelma and Shaggy, and then
Oh, yeah.
obviously it was good that they kind of focused on that as well as telling the story, and then obviously the background of Fred. But it was just like, I wish they made more because it was so good. And when I heard it was cancelled.
Was that the series where it turns out that Fred's dad had plastic surgery to look like him, or was that a different story?
Possibly.
I know
not
that Mystery
sure.
Inc. had all of their families involved because I like Casey
Yes.
Kasem was Shaggy's dad, and he played it very differently.
Because I remember
Yeah.
seeing a post where like it was a scene where he was like, "Oh, let me take this mask off, you dad," and he's like, "It's not a mask, it's plastic surgery," and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Who remembers? Who remembers? And this is from the one I think Felf raised when we were playing Danger Zone. Scooby-Doo and Guess Who? That is one of the weirdest versions, mostly because of the people they team Scooby-Doo and the gang up with. So you've got Sean Austin, Jessica Biel, Steve Buscemi, Cher,
Hold on,
Jeff
I've got
Dunham,
them.
Morgan Freeman, Ricky Gervais, Mark Hamill,
Three Stooges.
Was this a
Macklemore.
cartoon?
This is a cartoon. This was made in
Oh, that
Round
one.
Tables.
Yes, I know the one you're on about.
2019, 52 episodes. Weird Al Yankovic.
Was it
Lily
Mark Hamill in
Healy.
it?
Yeah.
So, what's the premise of that? Is it just Scooby on his own, and then he solves
No, it's-
something with a cameo?
It's the gang just meet up with a famous person and they solve a mystery.
Okay.
It's kind of based on another thing they did back in the 70s where I think it
Yes.
was like the Scooby-Doo movie
Yeah.
mystery movie or whatever it's called. And it was always a team up. They did Scooby-Doo and Batman and Robin, and it was the Batman and Robin.
The Three Stooges, Sonny and Cher. There is one of the Addams Family, but I saw that as a video years ago, but it's never
that
really been
the-
released.
Is that on the set that I got you
Harlem
feedback?
It's not. No.
Huh.
That's one of the
Yeah.
ones that's
Must
not
be
on
the
there. It's
last
the Addams
one.
Family, and you can't
So-
find it on YouTube either.
I think it was
Oh,
convenient for
okay,
them to
wait,
team up
wait.
with Batman and Robin because I think it was during the time that Casey Kasem was playing Dick Grayson in it.
Mm.
So basically,
yeah.
it was an
Makes sense,
excuse for
yeah.
Casey Kasem to team up with Casey Kasem.
Yes.
I think Laurel and Hardy was another one.
Yeah, that was. And Harlem Globetrotters was another one. And it was the Harlem Globetrotters from their own Hanna-Barbera cartoon
Yeah.
as well. So, yeah, it was like any reason to team up this with this. And
So
this
they were
was like another iteration
basically
of it.
doing Simpsons guest stars before Simpsons guest stars happened.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
So-
Yeah.
So I've got the list here. So there are Three Stooges, Batman and Robin, Addams Family, Don Knotts, Phyllis Diller, Sonny and Cher, Lauren Hardy, Harlan Gerber, Davy Jones,
Mm.
From the Monkeys.
Yes.
Josie and the Pussycats,
Oh
Yes.
yeah, but that one's a given.
Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke.
Considering.
Love Dick Van Dyke.
I'm gonna have to look this up now. This sounds.
Oh
hilarious.
yeah, it used to be something they put on during the Christmas holidays and stuff like that as basically a stocking filler in the schedules.
Yeah.
And these episodes are nearly an hour long each.
Yes.
Really?
That's what they called him.
Yeah.
That's what they called him. The mystery
Yeah,
movie.
I think you worked it out, didn't you? Like,
Yeah, because I was looking at the runtime and going, that's long for Scooby Doo.
Yeah. I would have thought they'd be like 15 minutes or so, but no.
I do have it on Blu-ray, and I think I imported it from the US.
That must have been costly because think about how much they would have had to pay each celebrity. Jesus Christ.
a lot of them weren't the actual celebrities. Obviously, Laurel and Hardy had passed
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Yeah.
But a
no,
lot
that
of them
makes
were like the
sense.
cartoon iterations of them because they had the license to use them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Three Stooges and Laurel and Hardy were done by imitators.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, because there was a Laurel and Hardy cartoon, and I believe there was a Three Stooges cartoon as well.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to check that out then. That sounds really fun.
So apparently, I'm just done here in regards to that Addams Family episode. I think it was released outside. It was not released in the US. Apparently, securing a deal with the Charles Addams estate. So I'm very surprised because I had it on VHS as a child. Because the episode was called Wednesday is Missing, and that was the idea of them looking for her in the show. And then obviously with Scooby and Shaggy scared of everything monster-wise, and they're in the Addams Family house. It's like that's chaos.
every 5 seconds they'll be like, I stepped in some invisible shit.
I think no, that's
You need to
cousin
write
It.
that story now, Mel.
Oh yes,
You
you
really
do.
got to.
It's immortalized forever.
I'm just having a quick look at some of the notes and truths for the answering one. Episode is not carried on Boomerang or Tubi TV streaming due to rights issues.
Yeah, it's got to be a licensing thing.
Trying to see what they say
It
about
might be on
home.
an internet archive somewhere. Maybe.
There's I know we're going down a massive rabbit hole, but it wouldn't be us if we didn't. There exists a Fantastic Four cartoon that can't be shown anywhere because it's the 1960s Fantastic Four cartoon because it was made by Hanna-Barbera.
I think I remember hearing about this. Yeah.
And when they bought the entire back catalogue of Hanna-Barbera cartoons, Fantastic Four was a part of that, which means Warner Brothers Discovery owns a Disney product. And there you go. It cancels it out. They can't put it out anywhere because otherwise it'd be a copyright infringing on each other's territory.
That would be lost media gold if people, because I know lots of friends who are into that. So
yeah, literally up until Disney bought Marvel, even a little bit after that, because technically Disney couldn't do anything with the Fantastic Four property because Fox still owned it until they bought Fox. It was still being shown on, at least in the UK and Europe, it was being shown on Boomerang, Cartoon Network, and all that other stuff because they could get away with doing that.
Exactly. And Boomerang was and Boomerang was the home for Hanna-Barbera stuff. It really was. And old school cartoons, because I used to watch it nearly every day, especially when I was in college. So
it's just like even like in horror, you can find things like lawsuits. So fascinating. I've been following the Friday the 13th lawsuit for so long because it's like, so and so said this, and that's why we can't have an update to the game, and then what the film's going to happen, and it was great, and I love it. And I've never been so interested in law stuff in my entire life as I was to do with that.
I have played the game of that. It's terrifying more for the graphics more than the game because
janky as all hell.
Oh, the scary faces are just like a sort of.
I feel like the people who played that, they were like played it for a bit and then they're like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to Dead by Daylight.
Pretty much, yeah.
To be fair, I was one of those because I think I got the beta for it and I was just like, nah, I'm good. But
it is terrible. But it was interesting again because it's like it's not clear cut until you go into all the details about who owns, because it's not just owning Jason, it's owning Friday the 13th, but they didn't own Jason. And there was all this stuff. It is fascinating if you want to go. There's loads of YouTube videos about the history and what's gone on. I think it's finally come to some kind of conclusion now. I think they had to because it was getting to a point of like, look, you're both going to be dead soon. Do you want to crack on before something happens?
I have a life to live, you know. I kind of want to.
Like, don't you just want to put them on streaming services and get money?
Yeah, I think it was very much like, you two can kind of squabble over this for God knows how long, but it means that neither of you are able to do anything with it. So
yeah, exactly.
Very fun. Very fun.
I think with a lot of horror stuff being revitalized, I know horror games are being remade. Silent Hill 2 is the newest one at the moment. But is there any any horror games or anything in particular you'd like to be remade, like for the modern day? Go on, Massey.
Silent Hill 1.
Yes. Yes. Very much the first one. Yeah, I have to agree with that.
I do have one. Huh? I do have one that I think would be really cool to see updated. Is any of you aware of the game Rule of Rose?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
so it's
messed up.
It's messed up. It's messed up, but it was never released in the UK. It was for PS2. It was never released in the UK because the media spread so much misinformation about it. They were like, we're banning this. And it's really not as bad as they say.
No.
It's messed up, but it's not that messed up. So,
I think, they banned it for the wrong mess up, essentially.
Yeah.
I think it came about in Italy because that's kind of as far as it got. Yeah. And Italy basically got mixed up with the clothing because I think it's very Lolita style, which if you're aware of Lolita, it's nothing to do with the novel. They're girls dressed in very childlike outfits. You know, they are kind of very frilly, very, and I think they kind of got this, oh, Lolita, oh, it's children, women, young girls dressing as children. And then they just kind of went down this whole, oh, it's all hypersexual and da-da. And it's nothing, like you say, it was nothing to do with that. It's creepy in its own way, and I don't like it.
In its own way.
Yeah.
But nothing to do with, like, yes, there is themes of SA in that, but not, like, because of
not the way they were thinking. Yeah.
Yes.
So...
I actually saw that the other day on the Watch Mojo, like games that were banned. But anyway.
You can. There are a few videos out there of people playing it because they've got like ported versions.
I've been watching a few today because I was reminded of it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that." And then I watched a couple of video essays today about it, and it's just like, oh.
Ian, you had one, did you?
No.
Fair enough. Because you're not really a horror fan. So.
I mean, in terms of horror things, there's like probably the closest for me is probably Last of Us, and it's like I do enjoy playing the Last. Well, enjoy is a strong word.
You got through it. You got through it.
I've never played it. Never
it's
in any
really good. It's one of those games that the ending. Now it's very rare that games that end in a way that made me think for weeks afterwards. The only one that ever did that before that was BioShock Infinite. But the end of The Last of Us really made me question my morals of like if it was to happen in real life. I'm not going to spoil it, but
does it make you think for ages like at the ending of Ergo Proxy does, or?
It's sort of, it is one of those things like if you when a series of something compels you to the point where it's just like you're sitting doing random things and just suddenly go, but what if, and it really is stuff like that. I mean, like I said, the end of BioShock Infinite, I know it's not necessarily a horror. The first two probably were.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it can be construed as one.
I mean, the follow-ups was,
It still makes you think, holy shit. Yeah, I remember that ending to that game kind of fucked me up in a good way, because I was literally just like, holy shit. It was like all I could think about for the next few days. It was just like, holy shit. Insane.
It is one of those things that kind of like,
The BioShock series in general is one of those good things where it really makes you think about moral issues and stuff. And makes you think of like, if this happens, then what are the consequences from this happening? And obviously Infinite is the one that has all of the time leaping and things like that. Whereas 1 and 2 is more of a sort of like, hey, you want to kill these kids or save them? Lol.
I mean, yeah, that's true. It is. It's like the game I'm playing at the moment, Man and Medan, and the that trilogy of there's 4 games, I think, 3 or 4. But it is one of those quick time events that is like you do one thing wrong and it messes up everything, or you can the current events. There's so many different versions of it, and it's kind of replayed. Oh yeah, oh god, yeah. I had to uninstall that unfortunately because my computer was not playing up. But yeah, that's another one where I played it last year for Danemas. But every game you play, it's a different scenario, and I think now they've updated it so there's like loads more. So it's like I would like to play that again, but
people can still watch that on your YouTube channel. Can't
yes,
they?
it's fully up on my YouTube channel, and it's on there unedited, and I've just added captions because the idea is you can't talk. So my idea was like I wanted to put what I was thinking at the time, because obviously if you can't talk, that's not great commentary for video. So it's kind of
you still made it.
You flipping the bird.
I was going to say, if you want to see rare imagery of like how it be out
really
of
losing
character.
It. I mean, yesterday when I was playing Man and Medan, I put this finger up instead of the middle one because I was just like, "You, how dare you!" But that was genuine being scared and genuine anger. It really is. But it's good, like those kind of games, because it done what it needed to do, plus it was free, so one of the best horror games of the year, to be fair, and did it. Probably would I do it again? Maybe. I would like to try it again.
Changes on it,
yeah, I need to look at the updates to see what's going on with that. So but I might carry on with the Man and Medan series. So there is another one. The next one is called Little Hope, which is even scarier than Man and Medan.
Oh, that's about the witches, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like Salem witches, yeah.
That's it.
Is it the first one that's set in Egypt and they're in a?
No, that's the third one, I think.
One.
That's House of Ash.
That's
House
the one.
of Ash, yeah.
And there is a fourth one, but I can't remember off the top of my
Devil
head.
in
what it
Me.
is. That's the one. Yep. Yeah.
I have to say, because Until Dawn was like the first kind. I know technically it's not part of the anthology, but
you're right. Yeah.
Amazed by Until Dawn.
Yeah.
I thought it was so good.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I've been staggeringly more disappointed as each of the Dark Anthologies have gone on. And it's not a big criticism, but it was almost they realized that there was a market out there for people who wanted to play in groups and have it like you pass the controller. So the stories start getting quite disjointed, and also the characters are some of the most unlikable lot that you can deal with. So it's like, oh, quick time event, he's dead. Shame. Move on. You know, whereas
anyway.
Poor Chris and Ashley in Until Dawn, my God, I was shipping them the whole way. They're like, they've got to survive. They've got to have their happy ending. The rest of them in the other, I can't remember their names. It was like, I hope you get eaten by a shark.
Cannon
I hope
fodder.
you fall off something. You get eaten by a vampire. All of you.
It is
and I
really
won't
funny.
spoil Little Hope, but God damn the ending on that one. Sorry.
It is very funny when that's fine. It's really funny when I go back and look at footage of Until Dawn, and I'm just like, oh yeah, Rami Malek was in that.
Yeah.
You're
So
an Oscar winner, Rami Malek.
Yeah.
He's in so much stuff now, and it's just like, oh yeah, he was in this game, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think there's a film adaptation coming out next year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Are they
Sadly
gonna?
not Rami Malek.
Never mind.
I think if I was going to have a remake, the game I mentioned earlier, I would love to see something like a Project Zero, like all that kind of style still. But all I keep thinking about is the sound improvement that would come from that game, because you'd be, toddling along in your little, and you'd just get that in your ear and around you, and it would be very.
In an era of
I
like
think it would be
5.1 or Dolby Atmos, having
Yeah.
it all around you. Oh,
You would sound like you're in the house.
Oh
and I
God,
think
my
that would
feet!
be-
I felt something tickle my foot there, and I just jumped.
It's the Invisible Man.
It's Invisible Man. He's got a shit.
He's having a shit under your desk.
He's having a shit.
that is how we can literally take that. It's literally, watch out, it's the invisible shit.
That's a good way to end this, I think.
Absolutely. Dane, go on. I'm going to say this because he's been an absolute bloody trooper. Everyone in the chat, go blink in, acknowledge a real one here, because this guy has been poorly throughout this entire stream.
Yeah.
And he's literally been soldiering on the whole way through. So well done, Dane.
And in
Thank you.
character as well. So yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, the black and white helped.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm feeling very warm. I've had a bit of shivers in between things, but no, I'm gonna have a nice night, and we'll see how that affects work in the morning. But anyway, so yes, we are going to wrap things up here. But before we go, a big thank you to everyone who's taken part in the game today: Charlotte, Freya, Matty, and Harriet. Does anyone have any personal content stuff that they would like to plug, like a Twitch channel or anything?
Go on, we'll let you go first.
Well, I have been putting stuff on my YouTube channel. If people like funny little musical parodies, check out Freya Pareto on YouTube. My most recent one was for Premier 2, who is a amazing Twitch streamer, and he shows up a lot in videos from Japanese YouTubers. I did a cover of Snake Eater for him for his 4th anniversary of Twitch streaming, and it was pretty fun to do. So feel free to have a look at that if anyone wants.
Awesome, thank you very much, Freya. Charlotte, do you have any content stuff you'd like to promote?
I do have a YouTube channel, so it's the Cross-Eyed Gamer. I haven't uploaded anything in about a year because my current computer is a potato, as I had to use my laptop tonight because my computer died. But I do plan to start recording again soon, and it's all horror, but it's all aimed at third-person type games or 2D games. Nothing first-person because I suffer from very bad motion sickness and I can't play first-person games. So if you know anyone who is motion sensitive and likes horror, you can send them to my channel.
Terrific. Thank you, Charlotte. Let's move over to Matty.
Pretty much before I get to me, just gonna literally say, go check out Bunkermania's output for the last few weeks. We've literally just done a review for Transformers 1, in which I admit that I've come home back to the old fandom that I left a few years ago. So please go check that out. I'm pretty proud of that one. But also, you can find me under Threads and Instagram at Matty Boo Super. I nearly said Twitches, because you can find me on Twitch under Matty Boo Twitches. You can also find me on Blue Sky under Matty Boo, but you cannot find, well, you can find me on the other thing if you want, the Dead Parrot Society. I won't promote it anymore because it's a cesspool. But other than that, yeah, go support Bunkermania UK. We're having a great time so far.
Thank you very much. And Harriet.
Yes, again, I've started posting more on Blue Sky and Threads, and I'm under Manga Girl 232. I'm also on Twitch, Harriet_Manga Girl. I stream once a week, usually Tuesdays at 8 p.m. At the moment, as I said, I'm playing Man of Medan and hoping to finish that this week. If I don't play it this week, it will be the following week, because I might have to take an impromptu break next week. But I also have a YouTube channel where I upload reactions to NSP or Game Grump stuff, and that is Manga Girl 232. Recent one went out last Friday reacting to, and Starbomb as well, to Starbomb's recent video, and I've learned they're releasing 2 more videos, so you're going to get 2 more reactions out of me before the end of the year, and possibly a highlight reel of all my jump scares from Man of Medan, so watch out for me there.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And you can, of course, follow me over on the Dekker Dane over on Twitch. Stream every Monday at 8 p.m. But a bonus episode is going up on Monday. We're going to be probably kicking off about 6 p.m., hopefully health providing. I will be playing Dead Space Remake, and I don't like horror games, so this is going to be fun. In terms of other stuff coming up on the Bunkermania channel, there is Crown Jewel from WWE happening on Saturday, so we'll have a live stream review on that on Sunday. So a couple of us will be there for that as well. And then later on, we've got our monthly wrestling movie. Me and Harriet are going to talk about See No Evil, which is not very good, and it has Kane. And I'm very sad talking about it. It's not a fun film. It's not a fun film in the slightest.
But you know, it doesn't have, Dane. You know what that review doesn't have?
What?
Me! It doesn't have me in it. Yay!
No! No, not at all. Matty has been spared. But if you go and watch our review of The Chaperone and say Matty should review Money Plane with us in the end of November, then he will join us there. But as always, you can follow Bunkermania with hitting the follow button here on Twitch. Completely free to do so. You'll be notified when we go live, and also you can subscribe to the channel on YouTube and give the video a like as well, just to improve the algorithm stuff as well. Anyway, that is all the spooky going on for this episode. Thank you to Charlotte, thank you to Freya, thank you to Harriet, and thank you to Matty. We hope you enjoyed the show. We will be back with a new Quiz Smash at the end, last Wednesday of November, same time, 8 p.m. And yes, we're all back to normal for at least one episode, and then it's Christmas. So until then, have a lovely evening, enjoy your Halloween, and we will see you very, very soon. Until next time, adios.
Bye.